Wait for the intro music. This is the intro music. Intro music goes in here. All right, that's the intro music. Hello, and welcome to the Jersey Nerds Podcast, your home for debates and discussions surrounding sports uniforms, hockey jersey design, and more. I am Matt Burkus Circus, here with two wonderful guests. It's the same two guests as last time. Yeah, the intro music's been done for a while. So yeah, with me tonight is BPoe and Justin. BPoe, how you doing? What you wearing?
Hold on, I hear the intro music again.
Oh, okay.
There it goes. I am wearing Montreal Force again, the other one this time, because there's that. See that one I was wearing last episode.
Ah.
Same theme, but switching it up a little bit, right?
Yeah, I get you. Justin, how you doing? What are you
I have
wearing?
this jersey behind me because it's one of the best in the NHL.
We're just going to ignore that. Yeah. Justin, how are you doing? What are you wearing?
Doing well. Also wearing, just like last time, a JNHL champion jersey. But the other one, this time, I guess the other one that's not the other one that doesn't exist physically. But Victoria Velcro sleeves, inaugural JNHL season jersey. So yeah, again, Brendan and I flexing on the stuff we designed, I guess.
Nice. Yeah, and then I'm wearing my newest jersey. It's Carolina Hurricanes Hockey Fights Cancer jersey.
The quest has finally been completed.
I know, yeah. I've been looking for this one for a while now. I said since May in the Discord earlier. I think it might have been earlier than that. I think it might have been since like February or March. So
something Burkus and I noticed before we started recording is that jersey is basically this jersey.
Yeah, they're pretty much identical.
A darker color fill up top, but this came out before that one, so Adidas copied my jersey design.
You'll be hearing from our lawyers shortly.
Which they did in the 2020 Winter Classic as well, so I'm sensing a theme here. I gotta check my followers.
I did also just notice, Justin, that as far as I can tell, you don't have like the round shoulder yoke cutting into the upper.
Yeah.
fill.
Yeah.
You just have it like squared off.
Mm-hmm.
Interesting.
So that means
I honestly don't recall if that's the way I designed it or that's the way it was just made. I'd have to go back and check.
Not the most common choice, but a fine one nonetheless.
For sure.
Arizona pulled it off for a while.
That's
Did
true.
they not have the shoulder yoke cutting in?
No, I don't think so. Because I know Vegas does now.
Vegas does, Pittsburgh does. Yeah, there's a few teams that haven't done it.
Coyotes.
Colorado didn't in their stadium series, I don't think.
Let's see, the Reebok version. No, the Reebok version didn't either. Okay. Oh wait, no, that is Addy0. Yeah, neither of them did. Interesting.
Huh. There we go. Well, we're off topic, and we don't really have the time to do that. We have...
Why do I miss these jerseys?
Yeah, they're so good. But we have 9 Pick Your Poison teams to go over. A bit more than half because the audio pooped out last time. So that means...
Before we begin, would you guys like some ASMR?
No. So we have Laguna Beaches we'll go over, and then
I don't know if
the rest
that
of the
even
league.
went through, but I just opened a can.
I'm just hoping it didn't.
Did not. It did.
Alrighty.
Wait, let me see if we can imitate it. Ready? There we go.
Yeah, that was pretty good on your end. My version was not great.
Okay, cool. So let's get this started with Laguna Beach. We have like 60 jerseys to go through, and last time this took 2.5 hours.
Ready? There they all are.
Who did it?
Wow. Behold
Yeah,
science.
a long look at that one. All right. Laguna Beach. So for those who don't know, the way this is, or don't remember, even though you just watched this episode supposedly yesterday, the way this is working is that me and BPoe are trying to guess which designer designed these jerseys. Now, noted, the template has made this kind of a giveaway for some people, but we are trying to do that. And then also the sub game within that game is that I'm trying to throw BPoe off of him guessing which jerseys I designed. So if he goes,
both fortunately and unfortunately, I have learned some things, not on purpose, in between last recording and this one. So
Not a lot.
dang,
We'll see how that impacts things.
we'll see how it impacts the game. Alrighty. So I think last time we were clipping at around 70%, so we'll see how that continues going. Alright. So
see, we recorded this section. I don't remember where we voted any of these jerseys in.
yeah.
Gonna be fun.
Another note, if you're just having this on the background, don't, because we're not going to go super into depth of like how these jerseys like look and describing them. So you might want to like use your eyeballs for this. Okay. Now let's actually get started. We said Justin on this one last time, right? Oh, hi BPoe.
Probably. That's kind of what I was thinking.
Yeah. It's out of the box enough, and also it's this template, so. It's basically a faux fisherman.
But reserved enough that it's something that I could very much see Justin doing.
Yeah.
Could be.
Yeah, I do. If I remember, I think this is my favorite Laguna Beach. But yeah, let's do that.
All right.
Boop.
Next one.
Next boy.
Nope, too far.
Oh,
There we go.
2 bars.
Now this one is the Noah template.
Yeah,
Or
no.
the Burkus template.
Or the Burkus template.
Yeah.
But I think we put it in there before too. I think. Noah?
I honestly forget.
It was based on the first time we recorded.
Okay.
Whether that was a mistake or not.
So,
Who's to say?
yeah.
It looks Noah to me. If you want to stick it in Noah.
Looks like a jersey to me.
It does look like a jersey, but
Looks
we have.
like that.
I haven't seen Noah's face, so I don't know if he's not just an animate jersey.
He's on our Instagram at one point.
Oh, was he? Okay. Well, I forget Noah's face. Let's put it in
Wait,
Noah.
Have you never seen Noah's face?
Not that I can remember.
He's been on
Hasn't he been on a
video
podcast?
before.
Yeah, but it was that. I think it was just an audio only one.
I'm pretty sure he's been on video once.
Yeah.
I
Yeah,
know there was
whatever.
one video one where the audio failed, so I did a shitty illustration of him.
Oh, I forgot my timer. Need to put my timer to keep
Oh, yeah, I forgot we had a
We need
timer.
to keep us on pace.
Surprise.
Noah.
Quick.
Yes.
Yeah, sure.
Yes or no?
Yeah.
Ah, I get it. That's a pun.
Mm.
All right, 1 minute on this one.
Yeah, that's Travis, just based on template.
Yeah.
All right,
I remember we had a whole
this one.
debate as to whether this looks like a Canadians or a Senators jersey, even though it very much looks like a Senators jersey.
No, the
Senators
debate was
are-
whether it looked like the Solar Bears.
Solar Bears or Senators, yeah.
Yeah,
Which is
true.
close.
It does. But it works well here.
It does look really good, and this is easily the best
And
one
I
that
do
uses the
also
surfboard.
recall saying that the font choice is interesting, but it does match the logo.
Yes,
Mhm.
I think it's just an
It's like
italicized
Minecraft,
ducks,
but
right?
not. It's not quite. I'm not
No.
sure what it is, but it's not quite ducks. It's similar.
Yeah. All right. Yeah.
Okay.
All right, let's send it.
Cool.
1 minute on
Jersey.
The other one
That
to use.
so we did bring this up that like my my jerseys from last year, the Emperor, that's this year, the Phoenix jersey with the like faux gradient on it. That it works because it's like 4 or 5 colors in total. This one's like an entire rainbow. And it
Are
just
there
looks
gradients like
two,
within
three,
stripes
four,
too? Even
No, I
Five,
don't
six,
think so.
seven,
It just looks like
eight,
a pixelated gradient,
10,
and like
yeah.
12,
I think it would be served
13,
way better if it was just a regular
16,
gradient.
17. If I'm counting right, that's 19
Yeah, I think-
stripes, which is a lot.
God. Yeah.
Honestly, I
maybe
respect the dedication to it.
Yeah, that's quite the hustle. So, props to whoever did this. Why did you do this?
Took a lot.
Who did that?
Honestly,
It was TJ, I believe.
It mostly works in my opinion.
Yeah, it does actually.
Bit, like,
It's the blue
like
to orange
of
thing that
vibration.
really looks quite bad.
That's fair, and also just how wide it is because of how many stripes there are.
Yeah.
Like, I
Fair.
like the idea that you're going for here, but I feel like it would just work better if it was an actual gradient.
Yeah.
Ooh, that's an interesting idea.
Now,
Blue Jays win. Let's go.
Let's go. That hardly ever happens. Now you know what day this episode was recorded, because that only happens like once a year.
this is true.
Because the Blue Jays have sucked this year.
Yeah.
It's funny, they haven't actually sucked. They just have underperformed expectations. And cannot hit with runners in scoring position. Anyways.
Next, boy. It's now this one is interesting. We kind of have learned new information off of it because for those who didn't see, in the week between we recorded these two parts, we hosted a little lightning round competition.
That was my new information. Yep.
And one of the entries looked pretty similar to this. I think we originally said this as Will, but I think this is Chris's.
That's not even what I was saying. I was saying that, or I was thinking that I unintentionally learned that Nate uses this template. He is not the man of many templates that we thought he was.
Man of many incorrect answers so far.
What I think, yeah, really, we only put one of that template in there. Boy, that's probably just most of our like wrong guesses right
Incorrect.
there. But yeah, what I suspect actually happened is that we either completely misattributed a lot of the Will and Chris concepts, or a lot of his concepts to Will or Chris, or one of the three of them made like one concept and that's it. Or both.
Which, given the fact that Chris and Will are both actual adults with lives and therefore no time, doesn't like that checks out.
Yeah.
So I was still gonna say Chris because one of the ones.
Is Nate not also?
Oh, I don't know not much about Nate's personal life. I would assume
He's an adult, yeah.
Don't know him
yeah.
as much.
He's probably a man.
Pictures that I recall seeing, he looks on the older side, like not like senior citizen older, but
65.
like, you know, at least like not in high school older.
So with all that, who do we think made this jersey?
I would still lean Chris W.
I don't remember if we put it on Will or Chris earlier, but I am fine with a Chris guess.
Yeah, we put it in Will, but I think it's Chris because Chris submitted one that was really similar to this for the Kraken.
Fair enough.
So.
And that's Laguna Beach.
That's Laguna Beach. There we go. We're caught up to where we were before.
And if you want to hear our original recording, but Burkus can put the echo take at the end of the episode.
It's horrible. You don't
it is bad, but
yeah.
At the same time, why not, right?
Sure. I'll put it. I'll put like a clip of us talking about this jersey in the past one.
Please don't.
I'll put it after the outro and everything. So you'll have to be very dedicated. That assumes anyone even makes it to the outro, which we don't know will happen. All right.
Next concept.
Next concept. Now we're on Miami. Miami Citrus Kings. These are all ones that we haven't seen before.
I feel like this looks like a very Noah design, and it's on his template.
You're thinking Noah?
Yeah, it could be Noah.
Yeah, I think so too. It gives me the type of crazy thing he would do.
Okay.
What do you think?
Yeah, I'm cool with Noah. What?
You all ready to lock that one in and move on then?
You know, but you put it for me.
I did.
Ah, good. Well, because Miami's Noah's team.
I didn't realize that not only is this Noah's team, but it's the Colorado Avalanche font.
Not only that, but this is also me stealing from myself, and it's like literally the Ducks concept I've done a couple times, where it's just all of their colors in like striping equally spaced apart. So yeah, this is me.
I didn't catch that part of it. I really thought Brendan was way off course, and I was like, all right, let's lock it in. This is going to be hilarious. Good for you, Brendan. You're awake. We like that. That being said, I could see Noah doing this.
Yeah,
if it wasn't his team.
I really could. I have noticed something about Burkus's concepts just through guessing last time, in that like the sizing of his numbers is a little bit smaller to, I believe Noah's
Mhm.
the only other one who's using this template, is a little bit smaller compared to Noah's. And
Yeah,
just makes things a little bit easier on that front,
There you
especially
go.
whenever you use the same font, like
yeah.
How
that
often does
Colorado
that happen?
Avalanche one for like,
Oh, when Noah, yeah.
wasn't that also? No,
It's on
it's
Cambridge.
where I saw it on another concept
It's
here.
on Cambridge.
Oh yeah, there it is.
Oh my
Yep.
gosh, there it is.
But yeah, I think I had someone give me that feedback that I need to make my numbers a bit smaller a while ago. So I don't know if that's accurate. I just kind of took it at face value. So
I
Yeah,
mean,
I typically what I do
from
is
my
like all
perspective, I think they're a bit too small.
okay,
yeah, what I do is typically start with like the number 88 and make sure it fits with a little bit of gap to those seams, and then change the number.
yeah, that's what I
So like I
like.
think you can make that like 1.25 times what it is now,
Okay,
roughly, if not more. But
all right. Well, I blame society. To the next concept.
I like it.
This one is very
This is the
interesting.
concept.
We
This
got
is
Mad Lemon Man.
Mad Lemon Boy, and then
This logo makes me laugh. For some reason, it reminds me of Cosmo from Fairly Odd Parents. Maybe it's the crown and like
I
green,
can kind of see
but
it.
it super
Yeah.
gives me that vibes, and I love it.
and also
It's
like
a candy wrapper.
Also,
just
the equipment on this drives me crazy.
Oh God, I love it
I
and I hate
respect
it.
going for it, exactly.
Yeah. Okay.
yeah.
Maybe I don't love it. I respect it, but I hate it. That's a much better.
Also, are the which are the numbers in like an orange shape or like a lemon shape or something?
I
Because it
think they're
looks.
just thick. No, I think they're just outlined.
Oh, it is super
There's a
thick boy
navy
outlines.
outline.
Okay.
Yeah, there's a thick navy outline and then another outline of some kind.
Yeah.
I think
Um.
pink, red.
I don't
This
know.
gives me a TJ con. This gives me TJ.
Yeah. This is. Yeah.
I mean, just looking at the Laguna Beach one that we already guessed for him, it's got that crazy look to it
hmm
that he is not scared to try.
Yeah.
Whether it works out or not, he is not scared to try it, and that is something I can very much commend.
Yes. Yeah. Yeah. He's willing to full send it. So
So TJ,
TJ. And now we have two people
burrito.
into their second rows.
Oh, cool.
Congratulations.
I was like, we have a lot more than 2 people.
Yeah.
Citrus Kings.
Citrus
Oh,
Kings.
I guess I should. The blue one on Laguna Beach, the light blue one was the fan, was it? I forget what the fan favorite was. TBD. I'll come back.
Okay.
I thought I had it in my head it was a
Fan
fan favorite, but as
was
soon
either
as I
this one, or
you're
this
right.
one,
No, it
or
was.
this
It was
one,
number 1.
or this one, or
I
maybe
hate
that
you.
one.
You're the worst.
I'm pretty sure it wasn't the orange and blue one. I'm pretty sure that one got demolished. Which again, I respect them for going for it, but oof. This one, I also respect them for going for it, but I think it pulls it
Fan
off.
favorite was the first one. Sorry.
Okay.
This one.
This boy.
Yeah.
Anytime you can capitalize on the fisherman nostalgia, you gotta do it.
Fisherman.
To the kings of citrus.
Yes.
All right, back to this one.
Mm-hmm.
I really like this one. I mean, in a different way, just because, like, again, I think we mentioned this last episode that I'm not like looking at the Hurricanes. I like their 2017 red versus the like throwback one, which just kind of like I like the sublimated better than I like it super out there. But at the same time, this is a team that it makes a lot of sense to do something crazy with this branding.
Yeah. Yeah, you got Miami.
I like the logo. They changed it from what I had initially, so I guess this is my logo. I guess I just said that now. But like I originally had a white outline on it, and I honestly think I like what they did better by just removing that white outline. I think it's on one of the later concepts. But I like it just
gaslighting us, and did he do this on his own concept?
It's hard to
That
say.
is the question.
This is the question.
This is gaslighting the game. More or less.
So normally the other one we would do as an alternate. Well, I guess TJ. Well, we already put TJ down. So do we want to do Nate? I think he's gaslighting us. Let's. I'm cool putting this with
Interesting
Justin.
concept. The interesting thing to me is that if I'm looking correctly, I see another use of this template, but this does seem like a Justin design, so.
Yes.
Which is interesting because who the hell else has been using this template?
I was waiting for
Nate. Nate would be the third one that we've been saying historically. Nate, Justin, and TJ. So.
Citrus Kings.
Citrus Kings. This is.
What?
I can't even.
This one reminds me of something.
It gives me like Nickelodeon vibes, and I don't know why.
Yeah.
I see that. And
Yeah.
I know exactly why. It's because of the orange and the green. The orange
guess
like
so.
the logo and the green like the slime.
Okay.
And don't they have that blue in their branding too, to some degree?
I'm pretty sure. Yeah. I think that's a lot more tertiary than it is here.
I accidentally came up with a Nickelodeon color scheme. But yeah, as soon as I saw this logo for the first time, I was like, "That's Nickelodeon." I don't know why, but it's Nickelodeon.
Also, like, this is also, like, almost identically Greenville's color scheme. Like, change the order around a bit.
Rabbits, right? You mean?
Yes, both. I was referring to the JNHL team. I guess it is closer to the Swamp Rabbits.
I feel like this jersey is those green stripes being white away from being a pretty solid design.
Agree.
I'm not a fan of the way the colors are working here.
I don't love the orange and the green together. Something
Also,
about
I mean,
it.
We know who we're putting down here.
Yeah, it's Jordan.
Right. Rightly or wrongly, that's the decision.
Yeah.
Alrighty. Lock in.
Next boy. Who's the next boy?
Yeah.
This
I
one
love
is.
this logo so much.
Yeah.
That is a really fun logo.
Yeah.
That is so smart. Like, oh my gosh. Love
I
it,
feel
love it,
like
love it.
the eyes could be a little bit thicker and a little more visible. And maybe even have a little bit of a lime green gap in between like the letters in the top of the lime, just so that way they don't blend into the background. But yeah, that's a really smart logo.
Mm-hmm.
I didn't even, when I first saw this logo, I didn't even see, like, it took me looking at it, like I had seen it a couple times and it finally hit me. I was like, oh my gosh, like, that's not just a line. Like,
Yeah, it says Miami.
yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
I feel like it'd make a great shoulder patch in like the primary branding.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Jersey design wise, I really like this one, but it falls apart at the hem or the side for me. I think if you just took the striping and even just like two of them and put them on the hem instead.
Funnily enough, it's a very similar pattern to the Burkus one.
Yeah, it is quite similar.
And
but...
it's a purple background too.
That is true.
Mm-hmm.
I like Burkus's thickness more, where the colors, because basically it's like inverted. The gaps are thick and the color stripes are thinner. And if you switch that, it's basically the Burkus one.
Now, the other thing is, I can't tell. It looks like there's some type of pattern in the side panels, and I can't tell what that is with this template.
I think it's like I think it's similar lime wedge vibe.
Yeah, I was about to say it reminds me of the logo.
Yeah, but like,
I think that was the intent.
I would
exactly what it is.
Yeah, I would love to have a bit more clarity as to what that's supposed to be, which I guess you just can't really get with this template.
This template does not
do great for logo.
This logo.
Yeah.
This logo, I think, was only submitted as a line. But I mean, it'd be easy to make one.
I feel like you could, I was gonna say, I feel like you could even just like take that and flip it over, have one on top, one on the bottom.
Oh, that would be sick.
And have it like
make a full circle.
Round. Yeah.
That would be sick. I like that idea a lot.
Mm-hmm. Have Miami.
Are we ready to move on to
Kings on the bottom?
Yes.
The Miami. Don't worry about it.
Miami Hockey Club, Miami.
I like it.
And taking the ice, you're Miami. The
Utah Utes vibes.
Yeah. Alrighty. Next. This one's also very fun.
Fan favorite. Yeah.
That is very fun.
Fan favorite.
I
don't love the color purple on it.
I took a quick.
Is that not navy?
And I thought I saw.
Oh no, that's purple.
That's purple.
It looked like pizza to me for a minute.
I can see that.
They do look like pizza.
Is there like? Oh, it's little like seeds. I was like, what is going on in there? It looks like pizza toppings.
Pepperoni. Which like there's nuts. Oh, I guess there is seeds in citrus, but like those give me more like strawberries and
Yeah, I was gonna say
other
it looks like
colored
a
strawberries.
strawberry.
Yeah.
This one again, it harkens back to that same thing. I feel like I could have used this pattern could have used to be sublimated, but at the same time, this is a team that makes a lot of sense to do something a little bit more out there with.
Yeah.
So it's really just like a, I guess, thematic versus like what I think actually looks better type of thing.
Fair.
Yeah.
Fair.
Now this
Who do
one's
we
either
think
a
this
Will,
one
a
is?
Chris, or a Nate.
Yeah.
So what are we thinking on that front?
Um, I would actually be willing to put this in as a Nate because it feels. I feel like Will and Chris both tend to go really out there with their concepts, or at least we have them doing that, and this feels almost a bit too subtle to be one of theirs. I could be wrong though.
Yeah, I mean that's kind of the whole point of the
goodness.
game. I'm willing to join you there.
Okay.
Even
Nate.
though I think this very reasonably could be Will or Chris.
Yeah.
Like, man, just looking at all of these concepts, like I know we were putting a lot on Will for like his font choices, supposedly, but like all of them have some just like crazy font choices for better or worse.
I think Will and Chris have like remind me a lot of each other in their design. Like
Yeah.
I think they're a hard two to pull apart sometimes.
And like, let's not even say like crazy, like just adventurous,
Yeah,
Yeah.
for sure.
for better or worse.
Oh yeah, they pull it off like at least 90% of the time. It looks real good.
Yeah.
Like that Pittsburgh one you didn't pick with the upper arm swap, like I really like that one. Not Pittsburgh, Kansas City.
Yeah.
That one?
Yeah.
Yeah, again, as I said last time, I think I would have liked it if the arms were flipped and matched, but that's just me. It still is fine the way it is, I think. Just prefer the other way.
Cool.
At least in my head.
All right.
Boom.
Next, Miami boy here.
I read that as Mimi for a second.
The meme jersey.
Your Miami memes.
Miami meme lords. Citrus Kings, not meme lords.
Your Miami shit poster.
Beer, beer, beer.
I just thought you were gonna stop
I'm
at
gonna
shit.
make that my next fantasy team name in a league that's not this one. Because this league's a little too serious for that.
I like it.
Yeah.
What are we thinking here?
The problem we run into is that we've
Yep.
used up both of our people that we think use this template.
I was excited for y'all to get to this one and go, uh-oh.
And it is weird because I don't know where else this fits unless somebody just wild carded and used a different template.
Unless we were also just wrong about Nate using the other template, which is a possibility.
The man was using that template on his lightning round submissions. So
Yeah.
it was me. I did it.
Uh-oh. Surprise. That was... See, Burkus is trying to gaslight Brendan into thinking the wrong concept. Brendan's trying to gaslight Burkus into thinking he did no concepts. So much so that his name's not even on the board.
Now,
Well, okay. Who could this actually fall in under? TJ's gone. Travis is gone. Noah's gone just by his team. Justin's gone.
It's
Assuming
not
I'm
me.
Correct on all of them. You are wrong. You are gone. So that leaves what? Will? Jordan, we already put one in. That literally
no, we don't have Jordan yet, but it's just not his template.
You didn't have Jordan.
Oh,
Yeah.
shoot, never mind.
Nickelodeon.
This is Will and Chris W.
That's not what you have on the board. Yeah, it's either Will or Chris.
Yeah. Based on what we have. Wow.
Do we just have Will's template completely wrong?
No.
Because we know Chris. I know Chris also uses that template that
Yeah.
we're assigning to.
Yeah, I know I've seen Will use it too. Or do we have this template? I don't know.
This is where things get messy.
Does this feel like a Will design?
No, that's the thing. It doesn't feel like anyone we have left's design. Like,
You could
If
double up.
anybody, it almost feels like a Justin design, but yet the other one.
What if I did too?
Design.
Were there any rules against submitting two for the same team?
I believe so.
Don't know that there officially were.
Oh.
Put it that way, but
well, that
was
the a little bit.
The intent was you just did one. I don't know if I ever explicitly stated you had to only do one.
I mean, is it cheating to ask? Did everybody only do one for each team?
Everyone only
did one.
Okay. Not gonna gaslight you that much.
Because otherwise, this exercise just becomes almost impossible / pointless.
Oh my gosh.
Yeah.
Surprise! All 7 of these were me on different
templates.
I made all 111 jerseys. Oh, that's true. There's also 2 more jerseys that aren't in here.
Oh yeah, that's right.
But I think I don't know if I can. Can I edit? No, because then you'd have to refresh and go.
Yeah, we just lose everything.
Chug along with that.
Yeah.
We can just pull those up separately and just say verbally what we think they are.
That's true. That's true.
I mean, I don't hate even just throwing it to TJ and like one because this does look like a TJ design too, and just like one of the two is going to be wrong, and hopefully one of the two is right.
If we were to double up, I would almost want to double up on Justin.
Would be Will.
Thing is, if we were to double up, I would want to double up on Justin.
That's also fair, but this design again just gives me more TJ than it does Justin.
Because if I remember correctly, our other one is relying on Justin gaslighting us earlier.
That is also true.
True.
This is a weird one.
Or we can say fuck it and throw it on one of Will or Chris.
I think Burkus did it.
Do you have any strong conviction in any?
I have zero strong conviction in any direction.
Boy.
Justin, who would you want to put this under?
Somebody. I mean, I know. Like, how can I answer that?
Oh yeah, that's right. He knows them all. Even aside from gaslighting us with his own designs, he does know them all.
Right, like I could tell you.
I would
trust that I'm trying to help you, or trust that I'm just throwing you off.
Between TJ, Justin, and Will, right?
I think so.
Or Chris, presumably.
Or technically also Chris.
Oh, nice. I like it. TJ is 1. I'm 2. Will 3.
TJ is 1. Justin's 2. Will is 3.
Me.
Justin, it is.
Cool.
Any objections?
The gods have spoken.
Alrighty. Through 9 teams, you are at 71%.
Okay, staying
which
very
is like
consistent.
right where we're right.
Nice. We're staying.
It gets harder and harder to move off percent now because you have so much like inertia from what's already there.
Yeah.
But still.
Law of large numbers and whatnot.
What do we even end up with if we go 100% accurate from the way out? Like probably
I don't know.
80.
80, yeah.
Like if I had to guess.
Well,
yeah, you'd go.
We have roughly half of the jerseys left, so
80.
like 85.
That's true. We do have. Wow, I forgot we have like half left.
Yeah, we're gonna be doing this for the next 2 hours, boys.
Okay, let's keep moving.
Portland. This one's Jordan because of the template.
Cool.
Very cool design. I really like this. I respect what he's going for here. There's 2 that use like the UCLA type shoulder stripes that I really like.
I was gonna say this one and number 7 for them are like the same, but with orange and brown flipped pretty much.
What's going on with the pants though? That's my question.
I don't know.
Are they supposed to be like the oil drop?
It gives me like a beer droplet, I guess.
Well, yeah, I guess it would be beer drop, but it looks like it's
I
oil.
was wondering if it's supposed to be like canvas panels to give it like a throwback look, kind of like the Wild had like
the shoulder patches. Yeah.
Also an interesting thought. And on this one too, I think the design works a lot better not being like, sublimated or anything, just because it's very subtle to begin with.
Yeah, the color system. I love this one a lot.
This one's really good.
Definitely, I think one of the better designs of Jordans, just because, like, again, not that any of them were bad, but there's some crazy choices that do and don't pay off. Actually, looking back at them, it's really just Kansas City and kind of Hill Valley that have those crazy choices that I don't think pay off.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, and Miami was that color scheme, the Nickelodeon color scheme.
And like honestly, more teams should use like the UCLA style striping. I think it worked out pretty well here, and I think it works well in the other concept too.
That and like the California Golden Seals type of upper, like
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
Yeah,
I'd love to see more.
100%.
That's what I mean by UCLA stripes, because that's what they use for football, and that's what I think I've seen them called before. Anyways, next boy. Man, it's hard to mess up a brown and orange color scheme. I think it's a really underrated scheme. This looks good.
Yeah, that's fair.
And again, we get some barrel line striping in the mix here.
Definitely logo inspired. Yeah.
I'm not a huge fan of the shoulder yoke here. I just feel like it makes things a little bit too busy for my liking.
Especially with orange equipment too. Like it becomes a lot of orange.
Yeah, I think.
And it's a little
the other
inconsistent
could
with
work.
the rest of the striping.
If it were me, I'd get rid of the yoke, make the stripes a little bit thicker, and just keep the orange pants because I think that would pair well.
Yeah.
That's
or
really
if you're gonna
nice,
keep the yoke match,
a very nice and fitting font choice too. I like it.
Yeah, the one on the last one was too.
Now the question is Burkus or is this Noah?
That's the question.
The numbers look a little big, and it's not Colorado font, so I'm feeling Noah.
But it is Washington's.
Okay.
Is it? No, it's not.
Is it? That looks like
No, 'cause it's got,
Washington's.
like,
If
little
it
serifs
is,
on it.
if it is Washington's, it's edited a little bit because Washington doesn't have those little like.
Since Burkus didn't know exactly what font it was, it seems like he didn't make, unless he's guessed.
No. Washington has those little serifs. Trust me, I've used Washington's fonts.
No, they don't.
Yeah, they do.
They definitely don't.
Honestly, normally whenever I use Washington's font, it's for a number 8. So let's see. I'm trying to think who's a good player to look up.
Kuznetsov. Because you're the two. Rip Carl Hager.
He just retired, and yeah, no, it doesn't have the little serifs. I don't know what you're. I mean, it has serifs, but not the ones that I was looking at.
Right, not the little points on the.
Okay.
Yeah, not the little pointy ones.
I'm wrong. I guess I'm not good at identifying.
Very similar.
Font says I thought I was. Oh yeah, it's a lot straighter on the two too.
Yeah.
Oh yeah. Good call.
All right, not Washington. We have determined.
An eye for typography, so.
Yeah.
No.
Typography News podcast.
I'm gonna put that in Noah.
Okay.
Brewers.
Isn't the St. Louis flag with the flames?
I mean,
it
looks like the St. Louis flag, but I don't think like St. Louis is like exclusive, like has exclusivity to that type of stripe. But
100%. Just the first thing I think of.
Yeah, that's fair.
I like it. I don't really get it. Like,
yeah,
it make more sense for like Greenville because they're like river rats.
Yeah.
I guess it's like liquid, so it kind of connects. But
my only other thought, is the liquid, and like beer or whatever.
I thought it could be fun to make like a coffee identity for the PYP here.
Oh, that's interesting.
Ooh. Yeah, because Starbucks is from that area too, right? They're Seattle.
Seattle, yeah.
I'm almost feeling Nate on this one.
I'd be down to go Nate again.
Our percentage is going to tank because now we're finally guessing Nate for something.
Or it's going to go way up. We don't know.
Right? Like it's going to move.
It's going to move.
It's going to move.
It's going to move. All right. Next boy. Brewer boy. Next.
Excuse me.
This one I like. Okay. This one's nice. Classy.
I do like this one. And I'm just like looking at the thumbnail of the next one, and I can't tell if I think this one's Justin or that next one because they both look Justin-y.
Yeah. Now, how easy is it to get the Winter Classic yoke on that template?
Very, it's built in.
Okay, cool.
My chair does not want to stay upright.
Uh, I don't know. Can you scroll to the
Who else
next
do we
one?
throw it under, right? If it's not Justin, it's TJ, right? Assumingly. Again,
Ye-
we know that somebody else is
Last
using
time there
this
was
template.
3, yeah.
Yeah, but like we don't have any gauge
Yeah.
on who it is.
Yeah, you didn't have any idea who to put it on last time, so. I already forgot. Where did that last one? Oh, the last one went on me. Doubled up, that's right.
I feel like I'm willing to throw this one to TJ. Just because from the image, like the little thumbnail, the next one feels more like Justin to me.
Things I can't remember the last time I've seen TJ do like a pure throwback concept.
Same.
Hmm.
But then if it's not Justin and it's not TJ, then where do we throw it?
I mean, isn't the next one throwbacky too, anyway?
Exactly, yeah.
What is the next one? I can't really say it's so small for me.
I mean, can I just skip ahead?
Yeah, go for it.
Oh, that's even more. Okay.
Okay, the font choice here actually has me second guessing things on thinking this is Justin. From the little thumbnail, it looked like a little bit smoother. This doesn't feel like a Justin font choice.
Yeah, no. I'm thinking this one TJ, the last one Justin.
It does match the logo, though, so it's not completely on the left field.
Is that the logo that was submitted? Or is that
Yes.
like a custom logo?
No, there was a like word mark logo. It's on the last Portland concept as well.
Well, that makes more sense then.
I would still put that one TJ and the previous one Justin.
I'm not sold on that, to be honest, but I'm willing to go for it.
Okay.
Because I feel like if anybody's going to find the exact font to use, it's Justin.
Yeah, but I feel like Justin would also just not use that font because it doesn't look great as a number font, especially with a throwback setting.
It looks like a Halloween specialty jersey.
Yeah. Which isn't necessarily a bad thing. It's just.
I was gonna say, now that you mentioned it, I kind of like that as a vibe.
Yeah.
Yeah. Like
I think if the brown was black, it'd be a lot more emphasized in that direction.
That'd be super Halloween-y.
Like, I would totally wear this to like a Halloween party.
Yeah.
If I'm not wearing a costume, at least. I would totally wear this to trick or treat whenever I was a teenager.
Or like a parent, like.
True. Although, you know, the whole thing with teenagers just being like, oh,
Get
costumes for little kids. I'm going to wear my sports jersey around the neighborhood.
You get candy.
I still.
Something that I ever did.
Yeah. I don't even go trick or treating anymore. What am I saying?
I definitely did it.
Yeah, once I started collecting jerseys, that's all I did. Is I was doing a hockey jersey. I think one year I did Zach Werenski, but I had like the eye thing from like when he got his shot blocked against the Penguins.
You said I'm gonna give a little bit of effort.
Yeah, just a smidge.
That's pretty good, to be honest, though.
I'm gonna show you I at least thought.
I'll try to pull up a picture of it, but.
I'm gonna say too.
Yeah. Okay, next boy.
I remember wearing like my high school team's jersey, and not to mention the infamous gritty costume that I did.
Oh yes. Iconic.
One of my first couple of interactions with my now fiance involved that costume. And I think
Holy cow.
Huh?
Was that long ago? Goodness.
What year would that have been? 2018?
Halloween of 2019, and we started dating in December.
There you go.
I was known in their family for a minute as like the gritty costume guy. Not with those words exactly, but something along those lines.
I'm sad it's ever changed. I wish that was your name forever. Alrighty, are we ready for Portland 6?
Yeah.
Not to be confused with Toronto 6.
Ah, shoot. Yeah, I can't find the photo right now, but I definitely did that.
I want to see if I can find it.
All right, next boy. Next, boy. Next concept, boy. BPoe, changed reference image. Please.
Yeah, let us talk about this while you gritty.
No. He's going. He has AirPods in. He can't see us.
No, not quite.
Welcome
There it
to
is.
the Pick Your
Perfect.
Poison
Oh,
podcast.
no. Pick your podcast.
Pick your podcast.
Podcast.
We don't know why you chose this one.
Pick your podcast. You made a poor choice.
Now if we're talking Halloween,
This one's a Halloween boy.
Yeah.
this one feels
just like,
both more Halloween and less Halloween. The
Y'all know
font
Geeky
and
Jerseys,
the logo
company.
feel more, but the jersey design.
Yes.
to me
Yeah, this feels
a
like
jersey.
this feels like a
bad
Geeky
one.
Jerseys jersey.
Yeah, 100%.
That's true.
In a good way.
Which, like, you make that black and I just sell it. Done. I'd buy it.
Yeah.
This is another one where the font is wild, but for
Makes
a jersey,
sense.
it works. Like, I would hate it anywhere else.
Yeah.
But I'm okay with it. I don't love it, but I'm okay with it.
Now, normally I know we choose Will for crazy fonts, but this font is so crazy. I think this is someone who doesn't normally do crazy fonts choosing to do a crazy font. Does that make sense?
Interesting. Sort of.
I see where you're coming from. I
I don't know
if
that I agree. Yeah, but
Yeah.
the thought process makes sense.
Like I don't know. I guess I probably would still throw this as Will because I don't know how much I think it's Nate's.
We're Adam
Yeah,
Miller.
this
What do we
does
think?
feel like a Will design.
And it.
Certified Will Butala design.
Okay.
Fine.
Unless we're wrong, and then it's just not certified at all.
Yeah.
That is the option.
We're willing to,
Uncertified.
Or even miscertified.
It's like May Gray. It's
Gasp.
like Michael Jordan. Let's see.
Anywho.
We
Alrighty.
interrupt your scheduled programming for a Cole Caulfield meme from 2019 that I had saved.
Horrid. Absolutely atrocious.
Why?
We resume your scheduled programming.
Okay. This is the other thing you
This
see.
design really is similar to that last one.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And I kind of
Nice
like it
though.
better just because I like the extra color in it.
See,
But
I
that's
disagree.
just-
I like the brown better.
See, that's just my taste. I like the
Yeah.
brown in the other one, the barrel stripes. I remember correctly, that was
Yeah,
yes.
that's true.
Honestly, I'd almost be down to have that as like a primary class type set.
Yeah.
Yeah, I was.
that could
This
work.
was one that it was just like the Hill Valley one we talked about.
Yeah.
Like these definitely look like.
Oh, I was going to say this is... Okay. Oh, wait, no, we already put one for Noah, didn't we?
I already guessed Noah, you donut.
I was gonna say this was Nate.
Alrighty. Well, that was fast, because...
Next one. Oh yeah. Well,
Oh yeah, no, there's the same logo again. I see it.
that one's cool. I like the barrel throughout. It's like a barrel jersey, which is kind of
Yeah,
fun.
that is neat. It gives me
Like I wouldn't like it for a full time, but for a PYP, that's sick.
It's weird that it gives me this because they're the copiers, but it gives me the Moose Jaw Warriors. Is that who it was? Who used the Islanders like Brooklyn
Yeah,
design, that
just
black
did,
and
like, the
white
foil.
design.
Yeah.
Yeah, and it was not great. Am I
Oh,
am I
that boy. Yeah.
remembering correctly here?
You are. Yeah, they had a black and red one. And a white and red one, I think, where it was bright.
Yeah, they had
But now
some-
they've completely rebranded. Yeah.
Yeah.
There it is.
Yeah, they completely rebranded to a not racist logo.
Which is
Yeah.
and
good for them.
not also just bad because whoosh, that gradient
This is
word
so
art.
ridiculous.
Such a major clash between like a 50s style like logo and then like the most 90s word mark. Or no, or like early 2000s word mark possible.
Yeah. It is a look, certainly.
Mm-hmm. I
Something
actually
else?
haven't seen that rebrand. I didn't know they did that. Good for them.
Yeah, it was. I think last season. So they played
Ah,
a season in it now, I believe.
okay.
Um,
Well, that does it for
They
Portland.
did it.
Where are we
They
sitting, Justin?
eliminated racism.
so Portland, you are now at 73%.
Ooh,
Moved up.
boosting up.
Okay. Okay.
Oh yeah, whole two
On
percent.
to
Let's go.
Cambridge, British Columbia. Is that what Cambridge is? I think so.
No, they're in.
Or no, Alberta,
No, but Cambridge is
Ontario.
Will's team.
This is not Cambridge. This is where is this team? Rocky Mountain, Cranbrook, British
Cranbrook.
Columbia.
That's
There
what
it
it
is.
is.
I knew
Cranbrook.
they were British Columbia, but when I said Cambridge, British Columbia, I was like, that's not. So
I mean, I
yeah,
bet there's probably a Cambridge,
Cranberry,
British Columbia.
the Cranberry Raccoons.
Yeah.
Let's see.
Oh, I'm now pissed that no one did like a cranberry color jersey for this PYP.
Yeah, honestly, would have been sick.
All right,
For Portland or for Rocky Mountain?
Rocky Mountain. We're talking
Rocky
about them
Mountain.
now. Hurry up if you're.
Interesting.
We've moved on.
Yeah.
Care to join us? Yay!
Very.
Yay! He joined us.
I am here.
Yeah. This
I
one.
mean,
I
we
like
know
it.
who it is.
Yeah. It's the Avs font.
It is. It's an old one, isn't it?
Burkus.
Oh man, I mean,
Honestly, for the meme, I would love
it
that.
it gives me, for better or for worse, because I don't know which it is. It gives me like mid 2000s video game hockey jersey. Like, it's the
It
type of
definitely
thing
looks
that
like
would
an
be in
Eagle
like a
jersey too.
Yeah.
yeah, it just feels like it'd be in like a random arcade hockey game that was on like the Wii in like 2007.
I could see that.
Yeah. Yeah. It's
It's one
definitely.
again that like I wouldn't like for a primary, but for a pick your poison, I think it's really fun.
Yeah, it's definitely a very fun concept. And I think, I mean, besides making the outline on the mountain a bit thicker, like, this is, like, for what it's going for, it hits it perfectly.
Yeah.
That's so fair. If that thickness matched the yoke, that would elevate it for sure.
Yeah, there really is like whenever you're designing jerseys that like extra level of consistency that a lot of people don't think of. That when it's done right, it hits so well.
Yeah, I think yoke outlines are a big one that people. I think most people just, or not most, but I think a lot of people have, just one thickness, and they just always use that one thickness and assume like the Oilers yoke thickness is just how you outline a yoke. But I think playing with it and making sure it matches your
Yeah.
striping is again can really elevate all on its own.
Yeah, and I was gonna bring up the Oilers exactly too because, like not a rule that you need to do that because the Oilers don't match their yoke outline
That's
thickness
true.
to anything, and it works
That's true.
fine.
Yeah, I think that's the good default one, but there's cases where, like here, if it's close enough, you might as well. Like,
Exactly.
if you made their outline as thick as their stripe, it would be massive.
I was thinking
Like,
make the
kinda what
stripe
they did
as
with
thick
Blue
as the
Jackets.
outline, but
A stand, that would be like Blue Jacket striping.
I found it.
Okay.
Gritty break.
Oh my gosh, I forgot how horrifying that was.
why?
Way more cursed than I remembered.
For context too, this is the mask. It is a Walmart, like they were selling these like pillows, and I just took that and cut holes in it, and it's Harry Potter glasses that I also got at Walmart, just glued on.
Honestly, for as just out of the box as that mask is, like it's so perfect for what it is. Like,
I still have it somewhere, although I'm not 100% sure where. It's either in
Also-
that closet right in front of me in a box, or I have no idea.
it's very like you ask your grandma for gritty for Christmas, and then she's like, "Oh, I found this." It's like, "Oh my
And
god!"
it's your new sleep paralysis demon.
Exactly.
Another funny anecdote from this is that one of my friend's girlfriends at the time was like obsessed with these pillows and like collected them, and they could not find an orange one like anywhere. And I just happened to find an orange one that I
That's
brutally
hilarious.
murdered.
Did you buy two and give one to
Also, is
her?
that a Jeff Carter jersey?
No, it is not. It is Maxime Talbot.
Rip. Another Penguins legend.
Exactly.
Love
You
it.
know I wasn't getting a Flyers jersey without getting a Penguins legend on it.
Oh, of course, of course.
That
That's why I
said,
assumed
Jeff
it was
Carter kind of gives me a reason to get another Flyers jersey that I will never wear. So why would I do that? But
You can be.
I want to
you
get
can
a
have two
I want to get a
wins.
Jeff Carter Blue Jackets jersey now
No.
Oh,
for one
yes.
particular reason,
I hate.
because I like it. Just because Burkus
and that
does.
reason totally isn't a guest on this podcast right now. But
The thing is, at this point,
I'm a-
Jeff Carter has played so badly for the Penguins. I'm kind of almost viewing it as
right.
like it's almost starting to redeem him in my eyes a little bit.
Like
Not
sleeper
to be
enough.
fair enough.
Like maybe
It's also
like
recency bias because he was pretty good for us whenever we first got him.
He was good for that first year after trade deadline, and then since then he's been dookie.
which
But
anything that makes the Penguins suck more, I'm down for.
speaking of dookie and things that aren't, let's look at RMR 02.
Haha.
This is my
What would
favorite
you do
one.
if Dubas traded into the Blue Jackets?
I would
Did you say
personally assassinate Jarmo Kekalainen myself.
I'm not nearly there already? So.
Considerations and future considerations turns out to be a bag of pucks. You get a
Turns
free
out to be Mike
player for a
Babcock.
bag of pucks.
I don't like. I will. This is a no. For legal reasons, this is a joke, but this is also a death threat to Jarmo Kekalainen. That if you trade for Jeff Carter, I will kill you. It's like just straight up.
For legal reasons, this is a joke.
Yes.
I feel like I need to emphasize that.
Yeah. But I hate Jeff Carter so much, and if he were to ever play,
RMR 02.
Yeah, back on topic. It's
I
Jordan's.
love this one so much.
This is probably one of my favorites of his so far that we've seen.
This was also the fan favorite, despite the fact that it tied in the first round and we had to do a 3-jersey final. But yeah, I love
Honestly,
this.
that's a fair pick. Like the general design, just looking at it, is simple enough. It's honestly kind of like the Islanders in a way when you look at it, but then you add the mountains and the striping, which again we've gone over my opinions versus sublimated or not, but it works really well here. The colors aren't too far apart. The font choice, the typography choice is really great, and adding
using
the mountains
using the
into
mountain in the
into
numbers.
yeah. hmm Such a great
Like
detail.
because I was trying to think through. I was like, would I don't know if I don't think I know I wouldn't like light blue numbers all the way. It would be too much. But I also don't know if I would like white numbers all the way.
What is that?
I think it's the elevation of Cranbrook.
Ah,
I think the Avs did that on one of their stadium series, if I recall.
yeah, I think.
Yeah, the Avs did 5,280. I think the Red Wings have
Okay.
established 1926 for that game.
That's right. On that
I don't know how
same.
much I love it on the outside of the collar, but like it's not that offensive either.
Yeah.
Honestly, like
Blur.
I think depending on the
More
use
offensive
case,
is the collar
I don't mind
treatment,
it.
like,
Yeah. Again, for this context, I love it. For a full time, awful.
Yeah. You need to be for a third jersey or a stadium series for sure.
Like the Nashville on the back of the Nashville Predators jerseys collar. No.
I don't mind that because it's on the back.
It's such a weird thing where it's such a small detail that you're never going to notice, and yet we either hate it or love it anyways.
Yeah, that's so fair. Like, do I really care at the end of the day? No. But since it's there, I
Yeah.
guess I have to have an opinion on it. Alrighty.
Again, like my least favorite part of this concept is the collar treatment, and like if that's my least favorite part of a jersey, you're doing something good.
Fair.
I think I would have liked this better if they did like a Arizona, like I forget the name of the original one, but like the reverse retros style, where it was like the scenic pattern
Coyote.
was the hem. But yeah, this is still pretty solid.
Desert
I
State, you
continue.
mean? Is that what you meant by like you forgot the name?
The Coyote.
Yes, that's it. I remember there was something weird and stupid like that.
Why it's called that, I don't know.
Yeah.
Like Kachina, I think is the name of that pattern. Maybe I don't even know why the Kachina is called the Kachina type.
Because I think that is the name of that like pattern in like
Yeah.
native folk history.
Art style. Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, the penguins have a logo known as both the Robo Penguin and the Pigeon, so like
That's true.
the same logo.
Is it bad if I always had pronounced that as like Pigeon in my head, thinking it was like supposed to be like retro futuristic?
Oh no.
Like,
I hate it. It sounds like a Pokemon name.
yeah, that's what I thought. I thought it was going for that. Just forgetting that there's actual birds called pigeons.
That's hilarious. I thought it was like a weird pronunciation of penguin.
Yeah, yeah.
That's hilarious. I love this one. This one I think uses this logo perfectly.
Yeah.
This one might be one of my favorite ones from Rocky Mountain, mainly just because I'm a sucker for throwback looks.
And I like how different it is. Like all the other ones I feel like are pretty similar in what they're doing, but this one is so starkly different.
Yeah.
Also, I would say the numbers are an execution error, but I think it's 100% supposed to be like the Kraken reverse retro, which I think is a cool touch too.
Oh yeah, I forgot that they had like smaller numbers. Mm-hmm. Like to me, it didn't read as an execution error, more as like an execution misjudgment of like putting the numbers completely in there.
Like, oh, I need them to be visible, so I'll put them in there. Yeah.
Yeah. I feel like I'd prefer them to stick out a little bit, but maybe that's just me.
Who do we think
I feel
put
like,
this one
like
together?
if you wanted to stick them in there, just make them a little bit wider. Isn't that what Seattle did? They're a bit wider.
Yeah,
they're like
are.
TV numbers on the back.
They're kind of like normal. Like they're kind of like the width that a normal back number would be, but vertically squished. Well, not vertically squished, but the height's changed.
Yes.
And I don't even know like how to describe this, but like for some reason the jersey just feels raccoon. I don't know how to describe that in any other way.
Yeah, it does.
Raccoons, is it? They have like the stripes, right? That's just the tail, right?
Yeah, they have a stripe.
Tail. Yeah, I think so.
That might be why I'm seeing that. It gives me like the tail stripes.
Now, which designer gives you raccoon?
Yeah, that's the question.
I was thinking Nate for this. Pretty.
I'm okay with that.
I'm
like it could be either any of them.
I'm almost. If there's one, at least in this episode so far, that I would bet money on that isn't my own, or one of the ones that's an obvious template one, it would be this one being Nate.
Wow. That's very confident for a designer we don't really know.
Yeah, but it just I can't see Crystal Will doing this, to be honest.
It's speaking to you.
It just doesn't. It feels so outside their design.
I really want Justin to tell us if that's wrong or not right now, just for the timing of it.
I'll tell when we get to the end. I'll tell you specifically on this one first, since Burkus was so confident about it.
Okay. Now I get to be ready to made look like a fool on my own podcast.
Actually, you know what? Since the template won't give it away, since multiple people use that template, I'll tell you right away. Burkus is 100% confident and 100% wrong.
Womp womp.
No. Unfortunate. Anywho, we're rebounding with.
We just ended up cutting off the whole your podcast bit.
It's our podcast, comrade.
I've been here since day one. We've been here since day one, me and Justin.
It's true.
It is.
We brought you on, and now you're trying to claim it for yourself?
I'm the one editing it now. I'm the one scheduling it.
I thought he said ending
it. I mean, we did put him in charge of the podcast.
Yeah.
Against our better judgment, clearly.
This is a hostile takeover.
Yeah, we put you in charge of the podcast, and we haven't done it in like 6 months.
Listen, okay, we did it 4 months ago, and then 4 months before that, but still.
We did it like 5 days ago, so we just haven't put it out.
Yeah, by the time this is posted, we would have done it yesterday. Hopefully, I'm hoping to post these Monday and Tuesday.
If Justin and I were in charge, we would have done anything differently.
Right, 100%. We would have done absolutely nothing.
Yeah.
Alrighty, on to Rocky Mountain 04.
I mean, I'm safe to throw that Noah already. The font is a little bit big for Burkus, and it's not Avalanche.
I love that that's what the standards become.
Is the font big
Big
and
font
is it a
now.
block font? This isn't even a block
Yeah,
font. This one's like rounded.
It's funny
Yeah.
noticing this, like, as we go through
Yeah.
these.
Yeah.
Thing is,
All right.
this is very close to a striping pattern I did in my European series. And as soon as
I think
saw this concept, I was like, "Holy shit! How did I not think of using that here?" I love the application of the striping here.
this one's
It
so
looks
cool,
so
and I didn't
good.
notice it at first. But the obviously the mountains in the striping are mountains, but they're the same mountains from the visor or the
Yes,
glass, whatever you want to. But the striping is also the glare, which I think is ridiculous.
Oh my god, I didn't even notice that.
holy shit!
But
If this one didn't get
This is
picked, I'm going to.
this is arguably my new favorite now.
Yeah, this one.
That is a level of consistency and just tie-in that is perfect.
it's so smart.
This
My
one's
like one critique is either get rid of the is that a drop shadow or an outline on the numbers on the arms? Either get rid of that or add it to the back
Yeah,
because
it
that
is a
feels a
drop
little off.
shadow.
Yeah, it feels a little bit off to have something on one but not the other. But
Yeah, I would
other than that,
almost just go solid color numbers on the arms.
I
But I
would
don't know
worry
which
about
color.
legibility. Oh, you could just
Yeah,
do the dark blue. Yeah, there's no reason it needs to be white. So
But yeah, this one
yeah, I'm gonna
is
throw this into
so good.
Noah. That
Yeah,
is fantastic.
yeah. I immediately got jealous of this concept as soon as I saw it be unveiled.
it's so good.
I didn't even. I never would have caught. I don't think that visor, the striping
Yeah,
pattern
no.
coming from the visor glare. That is
That's
so
good.
fun.
Love you. Love you. Okay.
I love you too.
No, my headphones died, so I wanted to make sure having the volume out wasn't disruptive.
All right.
Rocky Mountain
Next
205.
concept. So this one almost gives me Justin,
Yeah,
Giving
but I'm not
just
100% sure.
I would almost lean towards TJ on this. I think. Like,
The font choice kind of gives me Justin. I'm not gonna lie. The font choice and execution, although it also gives me like soccer.
I,
It
ooh,
looks like
like Bayern
it's
Munich or
fitting for
something.
a soccer jersey.
yeah, like I think the numbers are a bit too wide, and that thanks to the razor, Justin. And I think
Oh,
the arm zigzags are a bit too zigzaggy. So
She
like,
stick on my zag until I raccoon.
she rocky on my mountain into a zigzag.
oh,
Anywho, so yeah, I would lean towards
She
TJ on
rocky
this
on my
one,
mountain until I raccoon.
but if you feel strongly towards Justin, we can put it there.
I have very strong feelings about Justin.
I don't think I
think
feel as strongly to Justin as you do to TJ, so I will throw it to TJ because I could see it.
Cool.
And
Next,
the little preview of the other concept that uses this design also gives me Justin. So,
nice.
and again, we have another template of this. And this one, I couldn't tell what template this was from the little thumbnail, but I see that. This one also gives me TJ, for better or for worse. Interesting. The stripe on the pants is interesting, and I can't tell if that's an execution error or not.
I
or
was
just
trying
a
to figure that
design
out too.
choice.
It's a little bit further towards the front
Yeah.
than it.
So unless their plan is
It's
just
like
not have a stripe on the other side.
interestingly, like that's about right placement for the logo. I feel like if it's going to be on
Yeah,
the
the
front
logo
end.
is the logo placement is good.
So either they chose to be weird and do a side logo, or be weird and do a front stripe.
which
Yeah.
side logo is less weird than front stripe.
Correct. Agreed.
I think.
Agreed.
Um.
And now here's the question: if we don't throw it to TJ, and this doesn't give me Justin, to be honest. If we don't throw it to TJ, who do we throw it to?
I threw it on the ground.
Who did we throw the last?
We doubled up
You
on
doubled
Justin.
up.
Oh, that's right. We did double up Justin.
We don't have answers.
You chose to be guaranteed wrong on at least one of them.
And
I think you made the same mistake.
this doesn't solve our problems because Noah, I use a different template. Noah uses a different template. Will uses a different template. Jordan uses a different template. Nate, we're unsure of, but we're pretty sure he uses Will and Chris's template. Chris no, and Travis no.
I'm pretty certain on Nate, unless that was like a recent development.
Yeah, and then we already have one for TJ.
I'm almost willing to think that Will uses this template, just because like I know Chris uses the other one, and I know Nate does. Again, unless it was a recent development of his.
Yeah, I'm cool putting. I think
Leave anybody but Noah or but Will.
Nate Will. We have the least recent confirmation of using the lay flat 3D realistic template. So I'm cool putting this with Will.
I'm also willing to double up on TJ on this one, to be honest. Unless you'd rather go Will.
Does it make you think the last one was Will now?
I don't know. I think I'd throw this one to Will between the two, even if we hadn't put that last one in TJ's, just because I don't know. I would lean that way.
Confident in that, but I'll concede.
I'll allow it.
I will allow it.
Now this
one
looks like a Justin concept to me.
Yeah.
I feel like the back numbers might be a little bit tiny, but oh, that name looks really weird, and I'm pretty sure that's just with I'm assuming the warp on my template, but
yeah,
I guess
yeah,
I hadn't exactly.
It follows the yoke.
And yeah, I mean that was done mainly for like striping, like if you were to put yoke striping there. But that is interesting and arguably accurate. I mean,
I think so, yeah, because the Blue Jackets have a prospect right now whose last name is about that long, and that's about how it looks.
I was gonna say, yeah, the name bar and like the twill of the name itself would definitely add a little bit of like sturdiness.
Yeah.
So like in a real situation, it might bend a little bit less, but like
Yeah.
Are we both good to throw this one to Justin?
Yes, I am.
I do really like this design, though.
Yes.
Regardless of who made it.
What did you say?
Has that like vintage throwback look.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Alrighty, that's team number 10, 11.
Oh, we're done with them.
We are at.
Wow, look at how few jerseys look like they remain.
Back to our lucky number, 71%.
Oof.
Which I think is like the fourth or fifth time that we've landed on 71%.
Yeah.
If I was a betting man, I'd say that's where it ends up, just because of how often it's.
Now we need to get it to end on 69. That's what I'm saying here.
We got to start doing worse. On to Savannah with 5 teams left.
Right.
This one is a jersey.
That is a jersey.
It certainly is.
There's nothing there. There's just stripes in the yoke and the hem. And numbers.
Yeah, I don't even know how they're holding it all together here.
Never invisible jersey.
This one is one that's cool in concept land, but I can't even. Or like this is very beer league actually.
Yeah.
This is very warm up jersey.
Yeah, I don't know if I
imagine being on another team against this. Like,
how do you even see How do you even see them? You're playing against ghosts.
And like it's kind of unfortunate because the rest of the design I really like. Like looking at the pants, like that looks great. Like that color.
I wonder if you desaturated the camo quite a bit. That way it all
Yeah.
sublimated.
Yeah.
or even just like sublimated, like literally just sublimated it
Yeah.
instead of fake sublimating, I guess, if that's what you want to call what you just recommended.
Or also just swapping the solid green and the camo.
Ooh, yeah,
Yeah, that might be the way to go if you want.
that's a really good idea, actually.
Yeah.
Maybe that Burkus. Maybe you should do that.
What?
You and your tiny numbers.
I was thinking Noah for this.
Of course you would.
Why wouldn't you?
I'm sure you're very sure it's Noah.
Man, you guys are just assuming I'm shitting on my own jersey concept. Wow.
Okay,
That's-
but like,
we have
honestly,
proven
though, if
evidence.
I just like isolate the equipment, that looks so good. Like I didn't realize how much I like that color scheme until now.
That is nice. Just the
Green and just like
deep
a
green
green
and gray.
vintage white. Yeah.
Honestly, is that not what the wild alternate used to be?
Yeah.
It's
R.I.P.
Yeah, they didn't.
But somehow
they
this looks
didn't
better.
color it.
Like I agree. Maybe this.
I think it's a brighter white.
Right?
I think
think
they
so,
used
too.
more of a wheat color.
Mm,
Yeah, I think this is
What do
honestly
you mean?
hilariously. I think if you replace the camo
You
here
they.
with black,
you don't think they? You they?
I think if you replace the camo with black, this is almost exactly, if not exactly, the
Leaked the
wild
leaked
alternate.
Montreal. Not yeah, Minnesota
Oh,
one.
yeah. I forgot about that leaked thing. Okay, I'm gonna.
Yeah, it's super
Yeah,
cool.
wow.
Wow. Yeah.
It really is.
Add an extra hem stripe and it's dead on.
Yeah.
That's wild. I'm guessing that wasn't intentional because, like,
Yeah.
I didn't think of that alt. I haven't thought of that alt since it came out or didn't come out. Or
forgot that
Yeah.
was a
No.
thing. As much as we've like, I'm sure we might get to this on another podcast. As much as we've kind of ripped on the Wild for just being like, haha, throwback circle jerk. Let's bring the North Stars back. Like, it's way better than this.
I disagree. I think this is kind of sick.
If it wasn't for the black, if it was red instead of black, I think I would agree. There is no reason for black
There isn't.
on
I
this.
think-
Honestly, if it was just what if it was just green?
Yeah. What if they just brought
Or
back
that.
their original alternate, like the best jersey
Honestly,
they had?
It blows me away how similar this concept is to this. Like even the thinner outline on the yoke, the same collar treatment, no triple laces, but like otherwise, like it really is.
Yeah.
The black for camp, and you have it.
And like, is this yours? Like, I've locked in the guess regardless. Is this yours?
Yeah. This is mine.
I kind of
So
that was not intentional, right? Like,
no, not at all.
yeah,
The reason I went for the
I
simple
was
striping
afraid
is
of-
because I went so crazy on the base of the jersey. If I went for crazy striping too, it would just be
Yeah,
a mess.
100%.
Yeah, that makes sense.
So,
This
It's
is
a
so
hell of a
wild.
coincidence, though.
Yeah,
And
right?
Crazy.
and it honestly took me probably around
You're
like
one cream stripe away from like a copy. Basically.
yes, and it honestly took me like I would guess close to like 2 or 3 hours to try to get that camo to look even as good as it does now. Like
Fair.
it was because I was trying to use their official colors and getting it. So the 4 colors in that
I love
is
the simultaneous. Ah.
the black, the dark green, the lighter green, and then I think the other one is like an average between the light green and like their gray or something like that. So yeah, it was. This one was a struggle to try to.
I like the idea, but I'm not as big on the execution.
Yeah. I think if I had figured out a way to, I think if I make that teal a bit darker, it works out well or better.
Yeah, I think it's toned down a hair. It
Got
could be
in
really.
the thumbnail too.
That other
like,
one was so
leaked
ugly.
The black version of the home jersey with the script on it. I forgot that was a thing.
Now, what if they just brought back their reverse retro, but with that script, like the alternate they're planning on doing?
Or with that color scheme.
Like, I'm not gonna lie, this in red or just this as their home jersey, like in the coloring of their home jersey, would look good.
I don't like.
I don't really
the-
think I'd like it as an alternate
I don't
Thing
like
is,
the word
paired with
mark
their home
on a
jersey,
chest
but
stripe
like
at
yeah,
all.
I don't think word mark on chest stripe works.
Unless you angle the chest stripe to match the word mark, but that would be a pretty drastic angle, and then you basically wouldn't see it because,
Yeah,
like,
it'd become a
honestly,
reverse sash.
with how much outline there is on that word mark, the word mark practically is a chest stripe in and of itself.
Yeah,
I don't hate it as is, but like I see that.
yeah.
Alrighty, are we ready to go on to Savannah 2?
Savannah, dos.
Savannah 2, electric Savannah Loon. Can you scroll down? I want to see how many total Savannah jerseys there are just for my calculations. Okay, 7. Cool. Oh, do we want to do the other Rocky Mountain one while we're at it?
Oh yeah.
Huh?
We can do those two at the end. The two add-ons.
Oh,
works.
okay. So this one, yeah, we know who this one is.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, it's Travis.
I like what was going for here. Like I don't hate
Yeah.
the way these colors work together, but I'm not a huge fan of the way they were put together.
Mm-hmm.
I feel like it works better on the shoulder yoke, like that striping, than it does
Yeah.
down in the base of the jersey.
Honestly, even if you just
I
did
just
an
noticed
extra
the, like,
teal stripe like
sublimated,
that
like,
on the
darker
outside
green
of the
waves.
red, like if you just matched that on both sides of the striping, I think that would make it a lot stronger in and of itself.
Yeah, and I just noticed the sublimated dark green waves. That's a cool detail.
Yeah. I honestly, when I saw this logo, I was really wondering how it would be, like how it could work on a jersey. And like for legibility, this isn't great, but like for vibes and like the fact that it's like Swamp Monster, like I
And the
think
theme,
they really made the most of this logo, and like it's very well done in that aspect of like it
I was
definitely
about to say
conveys
the
the same
same thing
message.
because, like, yeah, it looks like, a swamp monster, or in this case, it looks like a gator of some sort.
Yeah,
Just coming out of the water, like menacingly, like you can't. It's like camouflaged in, but for
right.
legibility, it is not great.
Yeah,
I mean, like
like
from
a
here,
logoless,
it
numberless
looks like a
jersey.
light bulb. And
Yeah.
ironically, like kind of like it reminds me of Blasty, which
Yeah,
I think I've brought this up on the podcast before, that whenever I was younger, and I still kind of do, I thought Blasty looked like a light bulb.
Yeah, you forgot about that. Yeah.
okay.
Like, oh yeah, I guess it's official now.
Yeah.
These Bruins jerseys.
Okay, I see that. I just pulled it up. Oh, even especially the blasty teeth kind of look like the screw-in part of a light bulb. The threads, that's the word.
Yeah.
Exactly. That's where I thought
see that.
where that always came from.
I see it.
Like I always thought it looked like a light bulb with fire coming out of it.
Yeah, I see it. That reminds me
And
of.
like
I
not
always
to
thought the
I was
goat
about
head
to
was
say
like a
not to the
bird
point where I
monster.
actually thought this was a light bulb, but in retrospect, I'm not sure. I might have thought it was actually a light bulb as a child. I don't remember.
I could see it. I really could.
Yeah.
I used to think if you go to the goat head.
Oh, I think you're about to say the
I
same
think
thing
we've talked about
that
this. Yeah.
we have.
Yeah, I used
That's
to think the goat head. I used to think that open
this
space
with
where the
the
neck
mouth and
is
a
was
little
like.
tongue.
Yeah, I used to
Yep.
thought that was a beak. Yeah, and it had like a horn coming out the front. Like I thought it was like a
Yeah, I
demon
thought it was like
bird
the
thing.
mouth like going like, and like the tongue
Like
sticking out.
it's like a
little bit.
demon chicken.
Yeah.
Like
Which,
that was up until
again,
I think that was up until they brought it back for the reverse retro that I finally was like, oh.
Oh, it's a goat.
and this logo scared me when I was a child.
See, I've never been bothered by that one.
Yeah.
See, I remember like at one point, like I knew that happened. I mean, it didn't like scare me that seriously, but I was like, oh,
Right.
Yeah.
like this, I saw that and I was like, well, that's not so bad. Why was I scared of that? And then I look at this one.
The
and I'm
other
like,
version.
oh,
Yeah.
there it is. Yeah,
Those
that's
are
weird.
both. What is with the Sens and having so sloppily constructed logos?
Yeah.
I mean,
Like-
and then the best logo they've ever had, they've never
that could have
used.
something to do with just being
Like the
on
negative space
the
is such a
website and not
mess.
their official version.
Yeah, maybe.
Yeah.
I don't know. I think it still is a mess. But anyway,
This one, yeah, is a little interesting.
marginally better.
Yeah. Anyways, we guessed this. We talked about it. Let's next one. Okay.
Let's see.
This one's also very nice. I like this one. I like this boy. Good boy.
I do,
I
and it
I hate that
uses
old
the
Panthers font so much. Is that?
interesting.
I think
I don't
that's
mind it.
I think it's the. What is that? Is that the baby blue alt Panthers font?
Is that blue
I
one?
think so. I mean,
Like that seven
I don't
looks
see
like.
what
Why
other
did that
Panthers
seven
font
have
that could be.
an extra set? Like the seven almost looks like a two, like with a stump.
Hmm.
Anyway,
I
that's
hate that I
irrelevant.
can kind of actually see that.
I think it's a stretch.
Honestly, it's like it's in the same ballpark. It's like, maybe this one's on like, the end of like right field, and the other one that I'm about to mention is like at home plate, but like they're in the same ballpark. This and like the original like Reebok Edge Bruins font,
Oh yeah, yeah.
like
No, they're definitely similar.
just on kind of vibes and style alone. Like again, maybe this one's in right like deep right field, and the Bruins font is at home plate. They're not like that close, but like
They're
same
there.
ballpark, right?
Yeah.
Like
I'd say they're in the
Same zip
ballpark,
code.
honestly. I think they're really close. I like this metaphor though. We've really taken it as far as it can go.
Yeah.
What do we think about this jersey?
is that not the exact same pattern?
I was gonna say it's got a very similar.
I mean, I guess
Well, it's like a combination
you
of.
can find the same pattern,
It's like a combination of mine and Travis's.
or you could find
I
multiple.
forgot we already said which one was yours. I was like, what are you doing?
Oh yeah, that's right. Yeah, it really is.
Yeah.
And I think it looks better than both of them because.
Yeah, I agree.
Yeah.
Based on what I was saying here, and especially looking at like the pants and the equipment, take the orange out of this, and I think this thing's way better.
Mm.
And that's just me. I don't hate the way the orange is, but like it's not.
Is it orange or is it red? I guess
sure
it's
it's
a
red.
reddish orange. It's whatever.
Whichever.
Yeah. I don't even know if it matches the
Are
eye.
tennis balls orange or red?
That's fair. They're red.
That's
That's another conversation.
that's a deep cut.
Who made this jersey? Who done it?
I'm feeling either TJ or random third. I guess Will is our suspected third template user.
TJ
of
heard
this
a random cannon.
The thing is, are there two? Wait, no. This is Travis's. No, this is TJ's team.
This is Alex's
No, this
team.
is Alex.
Oh, right. Shit. Fuck.
TJ is.
All I know is that one of them moved to the southeast last minute. Okay.
Yeah, because
TJ's Greenville.
That's Greenville. Yeah.
I
Travis
thought-
moved to
wait.
Greenville last minute.
yeah, Travis is Greenville. Then who's TJ again?
TJ's Anchorage.
Ah.
Literally like the farthest team you can get from Greenville and
Yeah. Yeah.
in Savannah.
I
I just noticed the pant striping is only on one leg, which is interesting.
That is interesting.
Yeah. I'm cool with TJ on this, I think.
And especially too, that might actually be I can't remember 100%. That might be a limitation of my interpretation.
No, you can get around it because you have you have where you can change the CCM logo, so you can play around with it.
Well,
I did that on my Kings Winter Classic concept for the lightning round thing.
Yeah, see, I need to like build it in so that way it's not a workaround.
Fair. Yeah, there's a couple. There's like that yoke thing we were looking at today.
Oversight on my part because I don't really ever, I don't often use a design like that. So
yeah.
I think more teams should, like, because I know the Blue Jackets have that horizontal pant stripe, and I think it's like the one good thing about their branding.
I agree.
It's unique.
I like the Rangers pants too that have like the vertical stripe that becomes horizontal.
I think the Canucks also do that, or at least they used to.
Do they?
Yeah.
No, I get nice pants. That's all nice.
As an opposite to what I said earlier, with if your collar is the worst or is the worst part of your jersey, then you have a good look. If the horizontal pants stripe is the best part of your brand, then you're really not doing good there.
That's so bad.
I'm not denying that.
Alrighty, on to Savannah 4.
Sav 4. 4 to Sav. 4 for
I
Sav.
like this
The
one.
Sav and 4.
This is a fun one.
This one's very fun, yeah. I'm not sold on the gradient in the arm numbers.
If we were now unsure.
I was expecting this to do much better in the fan favorite poll. I was pretty upset.
Yeah. Is that because it's yours? No, I'm joking.
No. There's 3 people using the Orion V2 and none of them are me.
I don't know. I feel like I could go Chris on this one. I could go up until recently. I would have said Will, but then the template.
Yeah,
So-
but like we also don't know that we are. It's weird because like we know that we're wrong somewhere. but
Someone
we
else
don't
used to.
know
This is the
where.
second time we've
Don't
seen
know
this font,
where.
right?
That is true. I
Oh,
believe
was this on the Emperor's one?
I believe so. If
I
not,
thought it looked familiar, but I couldn't
very
place it.
similar.
I think it is. I think
Yeah,
it-
no.
If
That's
it's
the
not
same.
identical. It is very similar.
Oh yeah, because it's wider, isn't it?
Yeah, that's
This one looks like it's been rounded.
Yeah. It might be a different version of the same font.
Either that, or he literally just took the.
Yeah.
corners and
it could also just be the outline
I have done that
screwing
before,
with
thank
it. Since the Kansas City one has more outlines.
Mm.
I mean, for consistency, we could say will, unless we think we were wrong on that one as well.
Yeah.
I would be fine putting this with Will.
Okay. I'm
I
fine
kind of
with
wish
that.
the back numbers did a gradient from tan to the dark green.
I'm
Same thing the arm numbers do, but to match the background or contrast the
Yeah.
background.
The thing is, I'm not a fan of how that looks on the arm, so I'd rather just get rid of it on both.
That's fair. I think both not having it would probably be the best.
Yeah.
You're right.
Alrighty.
This was the favorite one. This one's pretty. That number
Yeah.
font is something.
Interesting.
Well, just the 3 is something. I don't dislike it. I don't like it. I might
Yeah.
dislike it.
That font, it's not the same one, but it reminds me of a font. I can't remember what it was, but I remember being obsessed with it like late high school, or it might have been
It feels like the right time for
Like-
him to be obsessed with that kind of font.
the end of high school, just because I found it. I was like, "Ooh, this looks really good," and then I just got obsessed with that font for a little bit.
Yeah.
I love the idea here, but like the red, orange, whatever it is executed really well. I
Mhm.
don't love the pattern in the stripes. And again,
Yeah, like
we're
it
going
looks
back
less
to the
like
whole sublimated
it looks
versus
less
not
like
thing.
teeth like the logo has, and more like to me like a tan background, but like a green spine.
I thought it was supposed to be like a
or like-
fern. Like a swamp
Yeah,
fern.
or like a tree type of thing, fern. I think it would have looked better sublimated, but that's also just my tastes.
Classic BPoe.
BPoe and sublimation. Match made in heaven.
Well, I guess we already know which one's Burkus is. So
Yeah, true.
Yeah.
the rare
It's
double
not
Burkus.
not Av's font anyways. So
That's
it's
true. I
okay.
guess when we confirmed that one was Burkus and we were like, we already guessed it, we forgot that answer would tell us what this one is too.
Yeah.
Oh well.
I'd have known anyway.
I mean, in terms of
Yeah,
team
fair.
percentage, that's
He's
good.
definitely big.
Also, I think we're past the point where BPoe has a chance to.
I think he's already got. Has he already got
6.
it or no? I don't know.
Yeah, I mean, let's see. I know that one. Pretty sure. Wait.
Burkus said the
One,
first one was
two,
his. Yeah, you've already got 6.
4.
Yeah.
I'm pretty sure. So.
If not, the chances of you not hitting. No, you have 6. You have 6.
Yeah.
Yeah.
The chances of
So
you not
Burkus
hitting
is-
6 are very low. So,
0.
yeah. This
This
one's.
is another font that we have already seen.
Have we?
I was actually really close to there. No, I went too far. There it is.
Oh yeah.
Ah.
Oh,
That's
an
on
interesting
notes.
thing. That is a different template.
That is a different template.
That's interesting.
What if our third template guy is Noah
Maybe it is.
or Burkus?
That said, this kind of feels like a Justin design to me.
Also, 2 people can have the same font. Like
Yeah,
Oh yeah,
It's a weird
exactly.
coincidence, but
Yeah.
yeah, yeah. I think I'm cool putting this with Justin. It's
I'm
his
not
form
sure
of
how I
like.
feel about it,
I don't think I
especially
like it. I think it's the same thing as problem as like Tampa's black alt, where it's a cool pattern up close, but like there's no way you'd see this from a distance.
the thing that throws me off a little bit, even though I'm still fine to throw to Justin, is that number legibility, especially with how much he hates the Jets heritage
oh,
blue for that exact reason.
it shows you so much, so much.
So like in retrospect, I don't know if that's an interesting decision, but like
Thing
I think
is,
obviously breaking the rule for the vibe.
yeah,
That's what I
because the
said.
Jets one
I
isn't
do like the
trying to be like a
stars
stealthy vibe.
alternate too. So,
Yeah.
which I guess I would argue this is closer to stars alt than Jets.
Yeah,
But Burkus, that's a really good point actually. Like I was thinking I was being a little hypocritical, but I think your point is good.
So
Is that like the stars is intentionally being like different and like leans into that, whereas the Jets is just like an old, not great design
yeah.
that is just there.
Is that even accurate to the original WHA Jets?
It is, yeah.
Okay, I
Unfortunately,
was
like
gonna
their
say.
name bar was rounded back then, which is weird.
Wait, it had a contrasting name bar, and it was
No,
round,
yeah, yeah.
like an
It
oval.
had a white name bar. Like if you look up like I wouldn't be on here since it's WHL.
There is a WHA
Yeah,
uniform database run by the same dude.
Yeah, which I
yeah,
thought
there
the
is.
link was like right here.
It's just
Yeah,
WHAuniforms.com.
Yeah.
yeah, it's the same thing.
I wonder if it's like here. No. Oh well.
I
I
have
forgot about
no
the
idea what year it was.
timeline version. Well, on this one they
Not
certainly
that
do.
one.
Not that one.
Not that one. I think it's farther. Yeah, it might be their last one.
Doesn't seem to be
No.
on here
I
at
think it's
all.
just the
But yeah,
first
you're
one,
right.
just a year one.
Yeah, that's not the same.
Yeah, maybe it is just that first one. But you are right about the red numbers being accurate,
Yeah.
which yeah, doesn't look
If you
great
look up
here.
like
Doesn't look
what is
great
it?
now.
Man, WHA is so interesting, I think. That's just a thing
Indeed.
that happened.
Yeah.
Well, maybe it's the different.
No, I think it's the first Jets jersey that he had on there, like the first year when they had the word mark, like pure word mark
Yeah,
logo. I think that one has the. Anyways,
yeah,
this
yeah.
one's Jordan.
The one with the like hockey player next
Yep.
to the J had it.
Yeah.
This one reminds me a lot of his Cambridge concept in that it's just like simple two colors,
hmm
aside from pattern,
Yeah.
which again
Again,
like
looks
that
very
same
similar. Yeah,
gator print pattern.
I think if he makes the two thin stripes into one thick stripe, I think this is A plus.
yeah.
Yeah, there's something that I don't love about it, even though I also the color scheme looks really nice, which is what I've been saying for a couple of concepts now, with the
I
green
think
and
for me, it's like
cream.
it's kind of like where what is it? It's like I think it's called
Green
half
cream.
shading, where like you use dots to like make something look like a different color
Oh,
rather
half
than
tone.
just a different
Yeah.
color. Like for me, like that inner stripe looks like a slightly different green, but it's not. And like I don't know, my brain doesn't like it.
Maybe if you flipped the greens, but it is a semi 50-50 balance. Like, I feel like if you flipped the greens, you'd still be getting that same effect.
Yeah,
I'm glad it's green and not cream, though. I'll say that.
agreed.
Yeah.
Alrighty, are we ready for who's after Savannah? I even forget.
Oh.
There we go, San Diego,
Last one.
and y'all are at 73%.
Back up.
Okay.
Can you scroll down? I want to see how many San Diego ones there are.
Oh.
6, 7, 6. Cool.
1, 2,
Yeah.
3, 4, 5, 6. That's 7, I think.
Oh, 7. Yeah, I wasn't counting that. I was seeing that dark blue one as a different team because there were so many red ones.
Yeah.
And again, we look at this template, and again, we have a very wild font choice.
Wild number font.
Yeah.
Like, it blows my mind that someone created this font, even more so than somebody chose it. Like, where do you get this?
And then a very, like, almost Arial Helvetica-esque name font.
Yeah. Like, this
It's
font,
not one of those. But,
this
like,
font is
it's
like that.
very simplistic in that regard.
It's like if you have a relative who's like, "Oh, do you know that song that goes da 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 da?" And it's like a not not a description at all. Like, if I wanted to look up this font, like, what would I even say?
Medieval? I know that's like a category on defont.com, which is one of the bigger font websites.
Maybe.
And funny enough, it does actually kind of match that logo.
No, it does. I wonder
Like,
if it is the
especially
same font.
C and that 3. Like, I'm seeing a lot of similarities there with, like,
Like,
that.
maybe it's the same font, and maybe it comes from the same person, and they knew, but which is also weird to me though, because then, like, I feel like you might as well just full send and use that as the name font too.
That's what I was gonna say. Yeah, it's a very workable font for the name.
Honestly, I think the letters look better than the numbers.
I don't know if it's just the 2 and the 3 that look terrible, or I guess the 2 actually doesn't look that bad. The 3 looks interesting.
The 3 is kind of weird.
The 2 is workable.
Yeah, the 2 is definitely. It's also weird to me that the 2 feels italicized and the 3 definitely doesn't.
The 3 almost looks like someone just going like,
"Hey."
Yeah.
Who did it? Who done it?
William?
Sure. I guess. I'm not huge on the font choice again.
Yeah.
I think. But I like the rest of it.
That's the main thing that's driving me to Will.
I dig the rest of it.
Yeah.
Very good. Oh, I like that one. It's a weird San Diego Spider-Crabs concept, but
yeah.
I like this logo a lot.
I honestly think San Diego had a pretty weak logo set for the PYPs.
100%.
Yeah.
I don't love the typography on the logo.
Fair.
I like the concept of it, the whole logo here.
Yeah. I also like how we went from having 3 Southern California teams to just them. Well, no, Hill Valley is technically California. Oh, wait, yeah, we do still have 3 California teams. What am I saying in my life?
I like how we went from 3 California teams to still 3 California teams.
Except that instead of all 3 being in Southern California, now 2 of them are in Southern California, and one of them is in fictional California.
Yeah, I love how we went from 3 California teams to literally 2 of them being the same team.
Listen, okay. What even was the 3rd one last year? I forget.
El Segundo.
Oh, yeah. Okay.
I was about to say the California Chupacabras, but that was
the year before. Like, that was OG. Oh, that was 2 years before. Yeah. No, when 2 years.
No, that was the first year because I do not remember that.
Yeah, because then it was Tortugas.
It almost feels like year -1 in a way since we hadn't really established the league.
Yeah, it was a little chaotic.
Yeah.
Year 0.
I mean, I was Pittsburgh fantasy team of Anaheim, so like we hadn't quite established that we're going to do brands like we do now.
Yeah, like I think maybe only half the league, or maybe a little over half, even had like location name. No, it was like we're a team.
Yeah,
Hunter was parts deep, like. But anyway.
South Dusters, Alex.
Yeah, that's true. Anything else on this one? Any other thoughts?
I don't love this color scheme, particularly for this team at least. It doesn't feel.
I think it's the San Diego flag.
That makes sense then. It still doesn't
Is
feel
it?
like Spider Crabs, but I could see it for like a city edition type of thing then, if that's what that comes from.
Honestly, this and another in that, like, if you change the red to the brighter red of the Spider Crabs, and well, I don't know, maybe the black would be the dark teal. I don't know if I'd love that.
Yeah.
And then teal. You could probably go either way.
Yeah.
Just like based on.
Yeah, I guess it basically becomes that.
Yeah, it does become very similar. Concept.
Coolio. On to the San Jose Sharks Stadium Series.
Yeah.
Well, for
Then
multiple reasons, mainly the font sizing, but also
and the
because
Dallas
Burkus
Stars
likes
font.
that jersey. True, it is. Burkus' #2 font.
Yeah.
I
Yeah.
like this one. I don't know how I feel about the red equipment. I think it could work.
I
I
like the
don't
red
know that it
equipment.
will.
The thing that throws me off is the lack of any sort of outline or anything on the SDSC on the chest.
Oh, when
It's
they're
supposed to
flying
replicate the
around.
shoulder patch with the California outline,
I
is the
think
idea.
my
Which, like,
concern
you did
is
a pretty
that
decent job of matching that font, considering
oh, I guess you can't see much
you
of there.
didn't use the same, or considering I can say I made
I
that
also
logo and it's a real
My
font.
concern at this point is that I can see the 23, but it's harder to see that SDSC.
Yeah, I also definitely 100% meant to do what the LA Kings did in the 2014 Stadium Series, where they had the nameplate be the stripe, like the chest stripe on the back, as like the dividing line between the two halves, and then I just completely forgot to do that.
Oh yeah, that's right.
Oh yeah, it was just the top. Yeah, and that's what allowed their numbers to work a lot better, right? I
Yes,
think it's,
yeah.
was that 2014? Yeah, I think it was
No,
2016.
2015. My bad.
15, yeah, sorry.
They had it
I forgot
back-to-back
they were
years.
also in 2014.
Yeah,
I forgot about that. Yeah.
yeah, but
Oh,
like,
so they didn't even have the middle stripe at all. Yeah.
oh, but like that, but like what I did with my Seattle concept for the lightning
Yeah.
round
Yeah.
on the back.
Honestly, that looks a lot less good on the back than I had remembered.
See, I still
I
love
don't
it.
love that.
It's better than
I
San
think I
Jose.
would like it if kind of what Burkus said is that area under the actual yoke was black,
Yeah,
so you still had the same three colors.
Fair.
But yeah, I completely forgot that it had that cut out.
I forgot about this. The leaked or mock, semi-leaked. This version.
Oh yeah, that's different. I like that more.
I remember like
I
The
think you
numbers
have
aren't
to
great.
do something
Like
different with the
JC
numbers.
what a time.
I feel like if you
HJC
flipped the
did.
colors and made it white number with a thick black outline, it would work better.
Yeah, yeah.
All right.
Anyways. Have I put that in Burkus already? Okay.
Yeah.
Crabs.
White
Perhaps.
pants.
The
You've
white
got-
jersey. Oh, it is white pants.
Yeah.
Or cream pants. I
San
guess.
Diego crab wings.
Bring back the
Ooh,
creamsicle pants.
I concept. Oh gosh, creamsicle.
Does this feel like a Justin design? Mm.
I don't know.
I like the gradient stripes
Yeah.
Oh shoot, I didn't even notice that.
and the way it works on the numbers. I really like the execution there. That's fun.
Yeah.
I feel like this has enough to not be like boring, but like it's still like I guess classic per se. It gives me like college hockey.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I think-
that's just the number on the front.
I think it's also the logo choice
Yeah.
being a semi-word mark.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's true. You could even just you could make an argument for just taking the claws out.
Mm-hmm.
But I mean the word mark's probably not tall enough. But maybe if you arch it or something.
Yeah.
I don't love the logo and like the number beneath it, but I really like the jersey design. I don't know how I feel about the creamsicle pants.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's almost too light to work as light canvas. Well, isn't it actually pretty close to what how light were the Vancouver Heritage Classic white pants? Noted, I think I'm of the opinion they were too white anyway. But
I think we're slightly darker than that. Not too much darker though. What I typically do when I do canvas pants is I average the color values for Boston's brown and Minnesota's tan.
that's
Interesting.
remarkably specific. I like it.
Yeah.
I think in the past I've literally color grabbed like the Stars Winter Classic canvas pants.
That also works. I should probably
Just
do
thinking
that.
through that would probably look pretty good here.
Yeah.
Give me My gut says Justin.
Yeah, I'm cool putting that in
I think
Justin's.
I think particularly the gradient stripes.
Yeah.
I don't know if he would go for the creamsicle pants, but
Yeah.
you know.
I have so many jerseys. Oh, I guess there's some that are double upped on me. I was like, did I really make that many?
Yeah. That's
I guess I
Jordan's.
did. But
This
this one, I feel like,
wild.
is using one of the darker color shades away from being really good.
Yep. Mm-hmm.
Like, I
Yeah.
think this with the darker red would have been amazing.
This one, like, it hurts my eyes.
Mm-hmm.
I think also dropping the outlines on the name and number, because that is almost illegible as is.
Yeah, I think
Although-
if you make one
I
of the colors
disagree,
darker,
mainly because, like, if you make the color darker,
Yeah.
that problem does not
like the
exist.
dark teal would look excellent as a drop shadow on that.
Also, that's the same weird 23 as Noah's Savannah concept.
It
Oh
is.
shit, is it? I thought Noah's was a little bit more.
What are
curvy.
these? At least that we assume.
Yeah,
Oh,
Noah's
no,
are
it's
Noah's a little
very
bit more
similar.
curvy. Yeah, but crazy similar.
These are some really weird coincidences.
Noah's got the same. I guess everyone has the same fonts as Noah somehow.
Yeah.
Noah's the local font dealer.
um. Yeah, I don't really know what else to say about this.
There we go. On
Yeah,
the next
it
one.
really is one dark color away from being
Yeah.
great.
Yeah.
As is, it hurts my eyes.
Is there a gradient on the?
Can't-
No. Okay.
I can't imagine that light of a color of pants existing.
I
Like,
kind of wonder how, bro. The last concept just had white pants.
yeah, I don't know. This is brighter somehow.
I feel that though. Like, I feel like it would look
That's-
a little bit less eye hurting in real life, where we don't have like
Yeah,
the bright screens doing
and
the.
there's shadows too. Like,
Yeah, as opposed to the white ice that hockey is played on.
Like, I kind of wonder, even if you stick this on a different template, if it has a different vibe.
this is
Yeah.
not very similar to the initial rumored, or I don't know if it was the first one, but a long time rumored Seattle Kraken color scheme. Or I think it was before they were the Kraken, but just.
I don't think it was officially rumored. It's just that that's the color they used for their word mark, and people ran with it.
That's right. That's right.
Yeah, that's what it was.
And I was trying to find that word mark the other day, and I fucking couldn't.
Hmm.
I tried to think of like NHL Seattle
What's
word
the
mark.
fucking language.
Yeah, watch me.
I think it was for the Winter Classic thing because that was my original idea was to do something
I
for that.
think-
But then I was like,
We're doing.
I'll just nostalgia bait and go with the
Sunday
Whalers.
Athletic Habs number 6.
Yeah,
Yahoo! I like this one.
this one good.
I
It
wish
needs
the
a dark
numbers were a
red
little bit
back
different color,
number. But other than that, I really like it.
Yeah,
or even just a dark red outline instead of the teal.
yeah.
I feel like the dark red number would work better, but yeah, either or.
Excuse me.
Bless
Yeah.
you.
Who done it?
Who done it? Who done
This
did
one's
it?
very like this one feels like if for whatever reason if the Canadians did one more reverse retro they would do this for no reason at all, but they would do this.
I could see this with the Canadians logo on the front. I really could.
Yeah,
Like
Like this feels like if you were in a
adjust the
concept
shades of
competition, you got
colors
the
a little
Canadians, and
bit,
it's like shoot, I
but-
have to do something.
yeah.
I could see, like the shades of color being adjusted a little bit, but like I
Yeah.
kind of see it.
Honestly, if you
Yeah,
make
it's just
the
too-
base cream and make the blue the Canadians like Winter Classic light blue, this would be an excellent Winter Classic Canadians jersey.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Actually, it wouldn't be that far off from their white Winter Classic jersey that did use the blue.
But now the question is, who done it? Why do my
The
eyes
Canadians.
look so red? I won once. Why do my eyes look so red?
Got something to share with the class, Brenton?
I guess by default TJ, but I don't. This doesn't feel TJ. Like for some reason, I'm hesitant about that.
But it doesn't feel Justin either.
It really no.
Is it mystery third guy with this template?
I guess we could throw it to Nate or something.
If anybody, I'd throw it to Will.
We already have one for Will.
Oh, that's right. I mean, it could double up, but
It could be wrong.
I think
I'm
move.
almost willing to throw it to TJ, to be honest.
Now is that white one? Is that Justin's template or?
That
The white?
is, I also believe that is Salt Lake Loons.
Oh yeah. The last San Diego one is the blue one.
Oh,
So
okay.
that's the next.
Then yeah. Yeah,
It's
let's
like
throw it.
red, white,
I would
no,
throw it to
there we go.
TJ, I guess. For some reason I feel hesitant about that, but
Papa T's.
Yeah. And this one is Noah.
yeah,
I'm not feeling this one. I'll be honest.
I kind of like
I
it.
like a lot of things about it, and I don't like some other things about
I
it.
just,
Like,
honestly, I think as a jersey in and of itself, it's fine. I just don't think I like it for like this dark color being the base. This dark teal being a base color for the spider crabs just feels wrong to me, which is weird because it's not like it's a super popular historic brand.
Yeah,
But like either red, the light blue, all the cream, all of that makes sense. This is the one color that just feels wrong.
I mean, I'm a sucker for double color schemes. This is a double. Fuck me.
It's like in the color scheme, not the jersey.
But yeah, I think this.
you know, now that you
I
mention
honestly
it,
really
I
like
can
this.
see double bubble in there too. The reds kind of give you that gum vibe.
Yeah.
This
Like
is
it looks like it's a piece of trident layers there, right in the middle of
yeah.
the thing.
Anyways, this is a
What I
double
think-
teal, double red color scheme. There we go.
I
And
need a double.
I honestly really like it. I think it just needs the stripes need to be a bit thicker, like the whole pattern overall, and I think a different number font.
I also think. Oh, I love this number font.
Yeah,
Oh.
I like the. I know that number font, but I don't remember what it's from.
I don't know. I feel like the ads would be better here.
I mean, I don't think it's from something. I think I don't. I just don't remember what the font is.
I think there's something else that throws me off is because the red, the dark red is separated from the dark teal. Like they almost look like the same color,
Yeah.
but like they're not.
That's interesting.
Like I feel like if you replaced one with the other,
Or swap the reds into striping.
yeah, maybe.
I think there's one thing that completely throws this jersey off for me, and it's the collar. I think if the collar was either just the trim or just completely like blended in, like the dark.
That's true. Completely dark would be really
the
nice.
jersey. I think it would work so much better. I think it distracts from the rest of the jersey as is, and I think it doesn't really match anything. Not that I
That's-
mean you can't match too well with this collar usually. It's very
Yeah.
restrictive.
I feel like you
But,
could
like-
match inner striping and go the salmon collar and then cream trim.
I think you could, but I think it would.
I don't know if
honestly
it
look
would be
better
great.
if you just kind of blended the whole thing in
I
and
agree.
maybe have.
I think that's something that's grown on me a ton. So I like it when teams
Yeah,
just-
and
I don't-
maybe
I would
light
hate it if every
blue-
team did it, but I like it.
Yeah, maybe light blue trim and that's it. But like
Yeah.
as it is, there's a little too much going on there. It drags my eye too much from everything else.
I do like just trim collars too. Those are nice.
I honestly
Alrighty.
don't even think it would look as bad if it was like just the lighter blue all the way around, because at least it kind of does match the general like color hierarchy of the rest of the jersey.
On to Salt Lake.
We're back into things after the break.
The
Alternate,
Loons.
it is time for Salt Lake.
Studios break.
The Loons.
The Loons, the way too many times defending JNHL.
Now, Justin, this is your team. Would you like to, for the uninitiated, explain the reasoning behind your team name? Because it'll also enlighten a lot about this concept's design.
Yeah, honestly, a couple of them. Yeah. So yeah, Salt Lake Loons is based on the 2002 Olympics, where the ice keeper person was Canadian and put a loonie under center ice, and then it became known as the Lucky Loonie because both the men's and women's team won gold. The Canadian men's and women's team, that is, in 2002. So that's kind of the whole identity is based around that. So you'll see all of these PYP logos are coin based.
Which, if this were to be a real team, would be a weird thing to name them considering they're still physically located in America. But
see, that's why I love Like,
Yeah,
I think it's kind of
it
cheeky.
is
Like, I
interesting.
think about that even with my secondary logo being like a maple leaf. Like, it's definitely a weird vibe, but like, it's kind of perfect for like who I am too, being a Canadian who's lived
Yeah.
in America pretty much my whole life. So I'm really happy with this team.
It looks
The
good.
design.
Looks
Did you
cool.
have a prompt? Did you have a prompt for your designer?
No, like I gave the reasoning for the team name, but I
Okay.
I don't even think I filled anything out in terms of what I was asking for.
Yeah.
Like I don't remember 100% what the other ones, aside from seeing the little thumbnails off it. Like I don't remember what they all look like. But this one just conceptually is so fun that you so literally just like an ice rink in
Yeah.
jersey form.
Something's cool too here. I talked to a designer about it. It's actually based off
And who
of
is that
Canada's
designer?
alternate jersey from that Olympics as well.
Oh, I would have figured it would have been based off
That-
of Team USA because that looks like some USA as heck
Right, that's what I
striping.
thought too.
Yeah, the
I
coloring,
didn't realize
like,
until this concept how blue my purple is, because this is my purple, but used in such little
I
amounts.
I thought that was blue.
Yeah.
Wow, that's fun. You said you talked to the designer about it. Who is that?
Mm-hmm. I
Damn.
stood in front of a mirror and just kind of had a little dialogue.
The thing is, I'm not unconvinced that that's what you were talking about doing, and that's what you did.
This is mine.
Yeah, I am now almost. I'm pretty
Yeah.
sure this is.
Honestly, given how much rationale I've given behind it, I can totally see that. I can guarantee I did not make this.
Yeah.
Are you being honest there, or
Team, but like
I am
We
being
just-
honest.
that would have been a very fun concept for the primary jerseys.
Yeah, for
And
sure.
who's to say you didn't do that? To be honest, but
True.
now, do we think this is TJ or mystery template user?
TJ, do you want
I
TJ
don't
or
see
do
this
you want a 1 in
again.
8 chance of someone else?
I don't see this template again. So like,
well, yeah, because it can't be Justin because it's his team.
yeah, exactly.
But there's 3
Like,
people with this.
yeah, it's either TJ or mystery person. New mystery. I love how last episode Nate was mystery person because we didn't know his template,
And
and
now
now
it could
we
be
know his
anyone.
template, and we still have another mystery person.
Yeah, like you're arguably better off, but also worth like numbers wise, you're better off because you think you know Nate's template now instead of not knowing. But like in terms of like feeling good about what you're picking, you're worse off.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But didn't we say we wanted to go fast?
TJ?
Sure.
I guess.
Yeah.
Burkus, did you need to leave by 8 or by 10 rather?
No,
Is that
I'm
right?
good. That was just for Tuesday.
Oh, okay. Cool. Loons, or should I say monarchs?
Oh!
Monarchs reference. And
That's where that comes from.
Colorado Avalanche font.
Damn it.
I will say that's my one gripe with this jersey is it didn't use the same font that I used.
I looked and I tried to look for it, and it looked pretty similar to the Avalanche font the one you used last year.
I don't. Now that I mentioned that, I don't even remember what font I used last year, so I'm gonna have to check this. But I'm pretty sure it wasn't that, but it may very well be.
I like the idea too behind like you did it for me and Justin here, the like last year callback.
Yeah.
But like, is this just the same jersey? I
That
can't
is
remember.
literally
Like,
the
is this,
same jersey, just templated it just with the logo swap.
which I'm not a fan of that as much, just because
Oh, it does have
I want to see something new.
it
you know?
has collar laces, which is different. And the pants are different.
I feel
And the
like I'd
gloves are
rather see
different.
something new than
The thing is,
the
I couldn't find your full
original
template one.
new
I could
logo.
only find your
The unveil.
the unveiling image.
Fair.
A detail that I do like a lot is that.
Agreed. I think
the collar.
I might use that elsewhere.
Yeah.
Honestly, I was
The
debating.
chrome dome is also fun.
I was debating when I made my logo if I wanted to put 3 stars over it, and honestly, I'm still debating it.
Yeah.
But we'll see. But
Um.
I like this one a lot. I'm the same way with Brendan. Like, I probably wouldn't pick this, and I can say I didn't pick this, but I love it, and I think it's awesome.
Yeah.
I just, especially for Pick Your Poison, I want something a little bit more original. But I think that, I think what you did it's weird because what you choosing to base it off of an existing jersey is an original idea. but obviously the jersey itself isn't.
I think the
Like
main
we
thing
talked about, I
is
think
that
we're
I
gonna see this
really,
another way.
yeah, I think part of it is that I've kind of seen you two as my main rivals in this league, which that sounds like it's going to come
Mm.
back to bite me. Um, and so like seeing both of you guys move was actually legitimately a bit disheartening, um,
Yeah.
for weird
That's
reasons. And so yeah, I kind of wanted to have. And my goal, and I really hoped you guys would do this, was to have you two pick my PYPs and then wear that against each other.
Oh, that's sick. I like
But then that didn't happen, unfortunately. But
Pittsburgh Phoenix return 2024.
Well, there was a time where, because me and Brennan were talking about ideas, because we wanted to go to Kansas City, and we talked about how the baseball team was called the Kansas City Monarchs, and there was a non-zero amount of time that was the top contender, and I was so ready for people to freak out at the unveil.
yeah,
I mean, probably think it was. I didn't think about it until just now, but people probably would have thought that was my team until like we later assigned people to teams, and that would have been hilarious in and of itself.
And I'm also not even sure I've said this. Like, I think I've said it like publicly in like our fantasy chat, but like the reason that I went for Kansas City in particular is kind of just a meme.
yeah, the Pittsburgh moving.
With the Penguins, being rumored to move to Kansas City, like before Crosby and everything.
Another underrated
right, Kansas City.
Another
and then the
underrated
Emperors
move
just happens to also tie in with Penguins.
To go to
in a
Phoenix
way,
at some
so.
point and be like either the Phoenix or like the Phoenix Penguins or something.
Yeah. Well, we need a team in Atlanta so that they can move to
Phoenix.
Canada the year after.
Well, we have pretty close to it this year.
That's true.
Savannah
and
so I guess I got to move to like Minnesota,
Georgia, right?
Greenville, South Carolina.
Oh, okay, never mind. Oh, that's right. Yeah.
SLCE03. Right.
Loons.
The color usage on not only the logo but the jersey here is kind of crazy, and it's a little much for me.
Yeah.
It's the Olympic colors, which is cool.
That makes sense.
It makes sense as the Olympic colors. I don't know. I also think
this would work if you just removed that shoulder yoke, because then the colors at least have a decent balance.
It definitely throws the
yellow
balance off.
The yellow I mean, I guess it makes sense because it's closest to the color of a loony, but like, it feels like it throws off the balance having one of those colors.
Also, like you have the red heavy on the bottom, so they're gonna do any color.
That too.
Yeah. Also,
notable here, Florida Panthers font. At least the captains see
True.
it.
I think those ones are too. I mean,
yeah.
It's hard to.
I also think so, but yeah.
All right, on to the next.
Next.
I love this one.
I really like the design here.
Yeah. I
don't know how much I love the colors. Like, just in general.
Mm-hmm.
Like the red particularly.
The red with that much, because I think these are my exact colors if I'm not mistaken, but I've always used red very sparingly, so seeing that much red, again, like, although I don't know that this purple is my purple now that I think about it, because we talked about how my purple is pretty blue, and I don't think this is, maybe it is though. I guess
your purple almost looks like what navy is to blue. It's like a navy purple.
Yeah.
I'm gonna say it could also just be the way that the color is perceived next to different colors.
This is true as well.
That is your exact purple, which I'm also not confident in. I like the design here a lot, but yeah, I'm not huge on the colors of themselves and like purple red as a color scheme in general. I'm not sure.
I love the font that it's wavy at the bottom but not the top. Like that's one thing I kind of hate about the fisherman jersey is like the font is so warped that it's definitely still legible, but it's just kind of ugly. Whereas like here, I think is the right way to do it. You get the wave in there, but it's still true to itself.
Yeah.
These last two are.
I still think there's probably like one too many stripes in the pattern somehow. I don't know which one of those you eliminate, but I don't know. I do like this one a lot.
Yeah, I like that there's a red stripe for sure to break it up, but it definitely, to your point, like I'm not sure what I'd get rid of or if I would, but it does seem like a lot. But Also, the socks would be so hard now that I see them. I never even noticed they were technically off. But
Yeah.
Why did I somehow think the name on the back said long for a second?
I see it now.
Loon.
Anyways, this one's very coin-esque.
Coin-esque.
Yeah.
That's you coined a new phrase
Like
there, but
the color. The color
it's very mustard cat.
That too. That is true. I can't unsee that now. I'm just gonna preemptively throw this here, Burkus. I assume you agree. Just
The
template
Dijon
name-wise.
Loons. I mean, it does kind of have like the font is kind of. It's weird because the font is. I guess the font is the right height, but it's so skinny that it looks horizontally small. It's just a weird font.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Again, I like the idea here, but I'm not so sure that I like the color usage.
Agreed.
I feel like if you made this one white, it would really work.
I'll be honest.
Use the gold as like a cuff trim or something like that, because then you get the blue line, red line, blue line.
Oh yeah. I'll be honest. When I saw the
white background,
the gold logo that the first one and I think the next one uses, I was really hoping someone would do like a black and gold concept, kind of like honestly, I guess kind of like my alternate last year. But I thought that logo would look really good with black, and both people I think put it on white, which was totally unexpected.
I mean, I technically put a gold logo on purple, but
yeah, that's true. It was just a different one. Yeah.
I mean, I could make that for you. It's a little bit late, but
there you go.
Alrighty.
This is my first time looking closely at this one.
I have the same feelings about this one as your face just now.
Huh.
I don't know what to make of it.
I feel like you've got two different ideas going on here that do not match.
Yeah. I feel like
you've got the ice with like the red line and everything like that, and then you've got the purple gold, almost monarchs looking.
And maybe that's what it is. Maybe it's a center ice jersey, but also a Monarchs tribute. I honestly didn't even like register the purple and gold as like its own thing until now.
I mean, it is technically, I think, part of your color scheme as well. So like, it could not be that, but that's kind of what I get out of it.
Yeah, I mean the purple is, the gold isn't, but it matches the logo. So
yeah, like based off your theming, the gold is basically like that makes sense as a color to add for a third jersey.
Yeah, as a coin. Yeah, I honestly never even like thought of this as center ice either, because I've seen this more as a pink than a red. But now that you mention it being center, it definitely looks like a red line through ice, though, which I think is really cool.
On the brighter side of a red, but I still see it as red. I feel like if you replace the purple on the jersey with like just white, or maybe like at least those stripes make those white with like the three little golds in between, and like the bottom, like the trims maybe red. And maybe the equipment.
Yeah, even if you just removed purple altogether, like I think it'd be pretty basic, but it would give me like I don't want to say like secondary country, but like not one of the hockey powerhouses, but like a Japan or an Austria international jersey.
I can see that.
Heck, if you made the purple black and the gold white, it would be very Austria.
The more I look at it, the more I almost like the blend of colors, but it doesn't seem, there's just
something's off with it. Yeah. Definitely.
Agreed. I think
I do think it's just like two different ideas that were mashed together and don't work quite harmoniously.
I honestly really wish they leaned into the center ice concept a little bit more, because now I really do see that in the red, and I think that could be really cool to fully do it.
Yeah. Like a blue Rangers yoke and then a blue hem trim.
Something. Yeah.
It is fun that we had two to three, depending on how you consider this one. But I see this one kind of imitating center ice in a way.
See, I didn't see it until you mentioned it, but the color layout does work.
I still see the blue line, red line, blue line personally. But 2 to 3, depending on how you interpret this jersey.
Yeah, at least 2 super clear center ice ones, which honestly, like, I did not expect at all.
I'm thinking Nate for this one. Personally.
Yeah.
Okay.
Balloons, y'all all right? 74%. You're going the wrong way if you're trying to hit the 69 by the end. You got to drop some of these.
I was about to say wrong.
Surprise. And the fan favorite for this one was Burkus's Monarchs one. So,
which I don't know how much of that is that just being the most conventional, like non-risk taking jersey, and how much of that is people actually knowing that that's a Monarchs throwback.
I think
in a vacuum, this is probably the best of the set. I think this one's my favorite though. I think that
was cool.
I think it takes that concept and just really hits it or nails it out of the park.
Yeah,
I think I'd like it more if
the red line thing, but also the now that
I kind of wish the red line was just a chest stripe, but
I don't
and
know
not
if
a
I agree
vertical.
with that, but I don't mind. I don't know. Anyways, we can move on.
St. John's Puffins.
The
Puffins,
Pittsburgh
Puffins.
Puffins.
John's.
This one is so funny because Burkus asked for a white jersey and everyone did white jerseys, and Chris also asked for white jerseys and half the team didn't do white jerseys.
Yeah. It's
like, it had me legitimately wondering. I was like, was that added? Like, did I forget to put that in? It was there. So I don't know what happened here.
I think people were just designed. I think a lot of people like what I did went through just by alphabetical order and just designed tired towards the end, and just weren't paying attention. I guess.
Or maybe based it more off the logo or something, because I think all the Steam logos like made sense for a lighter white background, whereas like some of these, like I don't know how this logo would look on a white background since there is so much white.
Looking back, I almost wish I did like a wild. I'm looking back. I almost wish I did like a Wild Wing type thing with this logo. I think that could be really fun. But
the logo is really fun in that it's just it's obviously just the Penguins logo, but like it's a fantasy league. Who cares? It's fun.
Yeah, it's also not like just like I think
it's not. It isn't the exact logo. It's
right. It's not like someone took the Penguins logo and pasted like the skates are different. Everything's different, but like
everything is different. But like the structure is damn near identical, right?
Yeah.
So it's interesting in that it's like original plagiarism.
Yeah.
And I don't want to say plagiarism because like it's pretty obvious that it's more of a nod than a
clear inspiration.
Yeah, exactly. Also, that like shoulder patch design, that logo, really nice. A really fun blend of ST and J.
I like it. I don't love it with this primary.
Yeah.
I don't know. I think it fits, but I like the jersey design too.
Yeah. This one's pretty.
The colors are balanced really well, and I like the.
Ironically, it's a very Penguins design too of the jersey.
Yeah,
it really is. Yeah,
different stripes with the orange and the yellow.
All right.
Next.
Oh,
that is something.
I forgot about this one.
So this one is based off of this one. I've talked to the designer a bit too, but this one is based off of
who's that?
I forget what they're called, but there's like these houses in St. John's that are like different colors. I think they're called, what are they called? I don't know, but there's these houses in St. John's that are all different colors on a street. It gives
me like 60s, 70s.
I showed it to Olivia, and the first thing she said, she was like, "Oh, that's a Candyland jersey." And now I can't see it as anything else.
Yeah,
I can see that too. Yeah, it really it just gives me like 60s or 70s vibes. This one, I think this is a Noah right here.
I don't want to.
I know this concept.
Yeah, it's it's Noah. Okay, next boy. This one's fun.
This one's fun. It gives me Seattle Seahawks in the way that the.
Yeah, I can see that.
Blends in the striping. Or Robopen on it, yeah. I don't know why Seattle Seahawks came to my mind first, but it did.
Because it's a bird? Well, I guess a penguin is a bird too.
Yeah, the penguins are also birds.
This was the fan favorite as well.
Yeah.
See,
it gives me a little bit astronaut.
A little bit what?
Like astronaut, like spacesuit.
I
Interesting.
could see that.
I don't love the numbers being white, but like I
Yeah.
don't really know what else you do on the back
Yeah.
numbers. The arm numbers, I don't like it as much.
I
I feel
guess
like you could get
teal?
away with flipping those regardless. Maybe.
Could you flip it and do black number white? I'm
I
not
don't
loving
know.
how I'm envisioning in my head.
It's an interesting concept for me because I really like the idea and the striping pattern, but it almost feels like it needs a little bit more vibrance.
Yeah.
White pants. This would make a solid white outlook.
I agree. White pants would be pretty sick. I mean, there's one that's very similar to this later that has white pants.
Did I? Oh yeah, I think I did.
Oh yeah, we didn't guess who this is.
I think this and the other one are probably the two most similar concepts we've had in this whole
Yeah.
thing.
I'm kind of feeling Justin.
I was thinking TJ, honestly. Or mystery third person with this template.
I love
I think
third
I lean a
person.
little more towards Justin on this one.
All right.
think
Well,
the dog just turned on the
this is the
TV.
only one in this template, right? Or does the other one also in this template?
No.
I think there's two in this template.
Okay.
There's another reason that I just noticed from the thumbnail that definitely makes me think TJ for the next one a little more.
Oh, okay. I'll let you explain that now.
That's not the
Boom.
font that I thought it was. I thought that was Panther's font. That Panther's
gosh.
alternate font.
Actually, it's Dallas
No,
Stars,
no.
which means it's mine.
It is.
Um,
I mean, regardless, this still gives me more TJ than it does Justin.
It's cool to me that they use, like, everyone else who uses two logos use the other one as a crest and this one as the
Yeah.
shoulder patch. I think the other way works better, but I think it's cool that they did it this way, and I think it still works. Like, I think there's a
Yeah.
lot of logos that I wouldn't want the secondary to ever be a crest, like the Kraken secondary. Ugh. But I think it's cool.
Did you know that logo's a Space Needle?
Oh my gosh. There's a CN Tower. What are you talking about?
I love how I said it's a Space Needle, as if there's
One
more
of
than
the many.
them.
I think that was originally the
See,
plan
I
for
like
it,
the
right?
design here. I don't love the number trim. The number trim is way
Agreed.
too thick and very.
Yeah.
Are there three colors? Is it teal, orange, and yellow?
Oh my god, it is.
More. I think there's more than that. Yeah, it's dark blue, then teal, then orange, then yellow. Or dark blue.
Yeah. What?
Or dark blue, teal, orange, yellow.
Dark blue? You mean the gray?
That's the cool gray, I guess. Then
Like
it
the
is.
main color? Yeah, the main color is gray, but there's three outlines.
Okay. It kind of gave me like desaturated dark blue, which I guess kind of is what a cool gray is.
Slate.
I wonder if you could. I guess they're trying to match what they did with the logo because they added outlines there.
Striping,
But
I think, is what it
I do
matches.
think you
Oh,
need
wait, in
like a
weird turn
white.
it backwards.
Adding a white outline in the middle of that would help a lot. I don't know that I'd want to do 5
It would still
outlines
do
or
way too
4.
many outlines,
Oh,
though,
100%.
yeah. There's
Like,
too
I
many
think maybe,
outlines,
like,
ridiculous.
Gray, white, teal, and be done.
Yeah.
Oh, I see what you mean with it matching the logo. Yeah.
Yeah. But, like, it definitely looks, like, blurry almost.
What if I should design some concepts for this PYP just way late.
Just after the fact. I'm going to put out, like, all of mine as, like, a design series. Like, the JNHL according to me.
I honestly
Yeah.
think I might do that just because, like, I'm getting some ideas looking at all
Yeah.
these.
I like it.
TJ, did we drop it in yet?
No, but let's do that.
We want to say
Which
TJ?
is funny because the logo has a T and a J in it.
Oh my god.
And a J, an S, and a T for my name. So this is almost my name in the logo.
I
And
mean,
honestly, you could almost read that JS combination as a U if you try.
Yeah.
J, yeah, S, U. I went backwards there.
If you remove the crossbar, the T is an I, or you can see
You could almost
you
get
can see
9
the
out
T
of
with
that.
the bottom of the J as an I. The N is a little bit a harder sell.
I don't
Or
think
you
you can
could
see
say
it in.
you could say
N.
just the top of the S is an N.
Oh, like a
It's very
lowercase.
wide,
Lowercase
boxy
N.
N. It's the Justin logo.
He signed it. Travis. It's a Travis boy. That sounds demeaning. I don't mean it to be demeaning. I like the. I like this concept a lot. I'm not a fan of this logo, but I like the striping and the.
I like the concept
Yeah.
of the logo, like the negative
Yeah,
space.
I like
puffin
the
is
idea
cool.
of the logo. Execution is not as good. And that's not to rip on either, because I'm not great with logos. But
I think the striping needs some white.
Yeah.
Ironically, here when the request was a white jersey, there's no white in the jersey, which is funny. But I think if you
The
add a
logo
white
matches,
stripe somewhere
yeah.
in there, I think this would be really nice.
Yeah.
I mean, if you add a white
Again-
stripe instead of the green, it's almost a Sharks jersey.
Again, request not considered. I think you could even just get away with thickening the stripes.
Yeah.
Yeah.
At least the
Yeah.
colored ones. The orange and the green.
Oh yeah, the black one doesn't need to be thicker.
Teal, green, whatever. The
Cool.
compasses are interesting.
Yeah. I think they're cool. I don't think they 100% make sense for a team named the Puffins. But
Yeah.
maybe
for
there's
St.
something I'm
John's.
missing there.
They
Maybe
get-
it's more important to St. John's than I
Yeah.
know of or something.
Yeah.
You're not wrong. This is very similar in a lot
Right?
of ways
It's like
to the
switch
other
the
one.
numbers and the shoulder patches and make it a chest stripe basically and remove
Yeah.
the beak. The beak stripe is
It-
interesting.
It
I
gives
love
me...
the helmet here. This helmet is amazing.
Oh, that is fun.
I wish
Yeah.
it was like had black underneath, where like it fully looked like a puffin head. That is
Oh
so
yeah.
cool.
That would have yeah.
One thing that, like, generally I think hockey uniforms are the best of any sport because there's a lot more you can do with striping and the logo is front and center, not a number or something like just a word mark. But one thing football's got is that you can do a lot more fun things with the helmet.
Yes.
And this very much reminds me of something that if like this were a football team, something that would be done with the helmet.
That's so fair. Honestly,
There's
like
also-
generally, I hate big logo helmets because I think they look stupid. Because the logos aren't really made for them. But this is one where like it looks like this logo was intended to be on a helmet and also happens to be on the jersey.
The problem with big logo helmets in hockey is the helmets aren't smooth.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So the decals don't lay very well.
Like I
This
wonder if you could
jersey to
paint it
me-
on if it would look better.
This jersey to me, it gives me like MLB turn ahead the clock.
Yeah. Yeah. I don't love the beak and swoosh thing personally, but I like that it's different.
Yeah.
Yeah. I had the beak idea because
because
this one's mine. I had the beak idea, and I just didn't know what to do with the other side of the stripe, so I took the thing from the logo.
I think honestly, just for my taste, if you just extended it so it was a lot like there was still most of the stripe on the back, and then it ended up in a swoosh.
Yeah.
But no, I think
I feel
that was a really smart way to figure out a way to end that stripe. I don't think I
Yeah.
would have thought of that.
Yeah.
I think that's like the one detail that makes it look like turn ahead the clock. I think if it was
Yeah.
just a regular stripe, I wouldn't see that.
It'd be really interesting too if that pulled over and then that like influenced the numbers somehow, kind of like that Laguna Beach, that Loons concept, where like the curve changed the numbers. Like I wonder if you could cut out the 2 or something.
Is this
Yeah.
a Burkus, or is this Burkus's number 3 trusty font, Anaheim Ducks?
No. I actually don't use
Do
the.
you use that one a lot?
I used to earlier in my thing. I've used it a lot less since it's too short, and
I was gonna say it's way too wide for this template.
Although you could,
Edit
I mean,
it.
I
Yeah.
do it a lot, and that I like.
Yeah,
height or the width of
I
the
could.
font, like just kind of manually go in and do it if I.
Because
like
yeah,
it more.
it's great dimensions for like a arm number font, but
Yes.
not for. Could use like twice the space.
If
between the
I
top.
do a more modern looking thing with shoulder numbers, this is a font I do tend to go for that.
This
Sure.
kind of font with like just the proportions of it would have been great on which concept was it that we
The San Diego one?
earlier? There it is, that one.
Yeah.
Where it's wider but
Yeah.
shorter, so it would fit in the stripe without being too,
Yeah.
small. Getting a little too far ahead there.
Yeah.
And that is the end of the second to last team.
Can we?
We're on the home stretch.
Matt's the first guy on there, right? How many? There were 6. I forgot to keep track of which ones you got right and wrong.
Oh.
So I'm just eyeball here real quick. Can you scroll down a little bit?
Yes.
Cool. Cool. 76%. We keep on going up.
Ooh. Look at that.
We got to drop 7% here on this last team.
Just put them all on Will.
No, put them all on. Whose team is this? He didn't submit any concepts, did he?
No.
Yeah, this is Thomas.
Oh, so I guess we'd put them all on Noah then.
There you go.
We can put them all on Noah. We can put them all on you, except for you.
Is this the Avs font?
No, the 7.
Their old one.
Yeah, the old. Yeah, this is like the Forsberg era Avs font, right?
I don't know. I don't use 7s that frequently. I normally put 52 on mine, so.
Yeah, that's the old Avs font. I can tell from the two.
I like
I'm not
this
sure
concept.
of its name.
Yeah, it definitely.
Yet effective.
Yes, correct.
This is a very fun color scheme too.
This one is similar to another one. Yeah, this is a fun color scheme.
Do we think this is a TJ?
We have. I would almost lean towards mystery.
That's what I'm thinking too.
Person.
But who is mystery? Is it Will?
Or Nate?
We don't think it's Nate. We don't think it's Nate. So is it Will? Like who is Mystery Man?
You.
It is me.
Mystery Man was the friends we made along.
Yeah. Because do we have? Oh. No, we're
Mystery meat. Who do we? I'm not opposed to doubling up on TJ for this one and the next one. Maybe.
the next
I'm not opposed
one's
to throwing this in TJ and tentatively doubling up if we think that one's his too. Just because I don't have any confidence in who this actually belongs to if it's not TJ.
Yeah, let's just throw this in TJ, I guess.
Yeah, I don't think it doesn't give me Justin.
No.
It's Burkus.
I love this one. I think this was a fan favorite as well.
Yes.
And it's another split in half one.
Yes. It's my 3 favorite things.
Wait, there was another. What was the other split in half one?
The San Diego.
Yeah,
San Diego.
I forgot about that. Yeah.
I think I also did it on a third team too.
Font, forget it. It's Burkus.
Yeah. That's a giveaway. But yeah, I really like this one. This is probably my favorite out of the ones I submitted, I would think.
Yeah.
That or Cambridge.
Is this a purple jersey or a blue jersey?
Yes.
Right.
Fair enough.
I was trying to put in. Will was asking for the base colors for the jersey scheduler, and I was like, I don't know.
I mean, I don't know if you have any intention, but I'd arguably put it at purple mainly just because of the gear choice.
I would ask the question of, does Vancouver have another either light blue or purple jersey? If so, this is the other one.
Yeah, there. Then this is a light blue jersey then. Perfect.
Yeah, if they have a purple jersey, this is light blue. If they have a light blue, this is purple. If they have both, then we're fucked.
White. And we hope they don't have white.
If they don't have either, I would probably also lean purple. But
I had tried a concept like this, but where I put the flag on top of like the peak and put the other logo on the shoulder, and I hated it.
Yeah.
So kudos to making this good.
Thank you. I figured, I don't know. I just guess I tried to make it kind of almost like a trail marker, but also like the logo is a lot smaller than it would normally be, just so that it fits in the Jack nicely.
No, I
Yeah,
think
I
it's
noticed
awesome that
that.
it makes the peak.
Yeah. Which, like, it's a little bit off-putting, but, like, I think it's fine for
Yeah.
the creative liberty here.
Yeah, like should it go? Like part of me wonders if you made the mountain even bigger, so the whole purple part was inside the mountain. Because obviously, if you made the logo so small it fit in the mountain, it'd be like teeny tiny.
It
Yeah.
would have been interesting to take the outline off and, like, ghost the logo, which I don't really think the logo would look that ghosted, because I think it's
Yeah, but
generally a decent one
do
color
like a
logo
massive
regardless.
logo, almost like the Avs Stadium series at that point.
Yeah.
Or that, I guess. Yeah. Anyways, let's continue. And let's speed run. Oh, God.
Oh
Oh no.
Okay.
Next
Let's
boy.
speed run
It's
here.
Jordan.
Jordan.
The Jordan boy. A very similar
Nice.
idea
Very
to
good.
the one we do not
I
know.
was gonna say very similar to the first one.
Travis.
Travis.
I don't know why.
Speed run.
That one's also
Very-
cool.
Let's actually talk.
I don't know if that one's intentionally Vancouver Whitecaps or not, but it's very Vancouver Whitecaps.
This one?
Travis's.
Oh. I was gonna say we can, I guess, move on to that one afterwards. I feel like this one's a shoulder yoke, a blending in shoulder yoke away from being really good.
Yeah,
I feel like the shoulder yoke adds a little too much. And you could say the same about the pants, but I like the pants in this situation.
I also
if you're-
don't
if
even
you-
mind the
if you-
socks.
if- Yeah, if you go purple shoulder yoke, I don't hate that the pants just blend in.
Agreed. I don't think you need a blue thumb on the glove.
That too.
Why is the thumb
I
blue?
swear my gloves are always so simple.
Because he's got frostbite.
Like
Oh.
that is kind of fun if that were to be intentional. But
I
like
just made
my
it up.
gloves, I
But-
swear they're always just like either plain color or like the cuff is a different color.
Yeah.
Fair.
I just whenever I'm doing it myself, I just never really like the way that
Yeah,
changing the random area looks.
I mean, it's weird too because it depends on the brand so much. Like,
yeah, and it's weird because like NHL teams do it and it works. It's fine.
yeah,
But like it just whenever I do it myself, it just never feels right. I don't know
I
why.
agree.
Now this one you said was very Vancouver Whitecaps, and from the limited Vancouver Whitecaps knowledge I have, I see that.
Also, I'm just now noticing the V in the logo and in between the two mountains.
Yeah,
It the logo gives me very like mid to like late 2000s like Denver Nuggets.
I can
Yeah,
see that.
or like
It's
arena
not-
football, lacrosse type vibes.
It gives me like kind of like the Rocky Mountain actual logo. It gives me like very like regular show vibes for some reason too.
Yeah.
I say this having never seen the regular show at all, but
The
Mhm.
jersey design here is simple and effective, but nothing too
Mhm.
flashy.
agreed.
Yes.
There's like this could almost work for like who am I thinking of here? Like Winnipeg Jets, maybe.
Ooh, yeah. I mean,
There's another team that comes to mind, and I think it's
isn't
a
that
different
basically
sport. Tennessee
without the-
Titans?
if
Maybe?
you move the chest
Yes.
breakdown, it's basically the Jets reverse retro 2.0.
True, it really is.
Yeah.
Yeah, maybe the Titans are the other team I'm thinking of because the other team I'm thinking of is a different sport, so that it reminds me of.
Maybe the Vancouver Whitecaps.
Moving on, two more concepts.
Oh, I guess the reverse retro is the opposite. It's light blue in the big stripe and navy outline, but still.
Yeah.
This one's not my favorite in terms of the design, but it's like my favorite just because it's pink.
The shoulder yoke I
I
love.
love that. That's
Yeah.
also very fun.
I agree.
It
Like, the
almost
weird
gives me
thing
like
is like
90s Canucks.
I feel like
Yeah.
at least the
90s.
jersey. I don't love the equipment, but like at least the jersey, I feel like
Yeah.
I like every element of it, but together something's off to me.
I think the logo, like if you use
Maybe that's what it-
the logo I used, would be
yeah, I think or you angled it, but I think if you angled the striping to match the logo, I think it would be way too drastic.
Yeah.
Also, too, I think flipping the white and either the blue or the purple there. I think the white
Fair.
pink is a little too bright, but I just love that it's pink. Like, I'd love to see a more full-time pink jersey.
Yeah.
Anybody, really. I mean, I'm sure some
I
people have
really
some.
thought about doing a pink alt
For
because I
Salt
think I
Lake
saw it
Blues
during
or
the
for
same
Vancouver?
basketball jersey or something, and I was like, oh, that looks really nice, pink and purple. But
Now, who do we think this is? Do we think this is Chris? That's where my mind's going.
Yeah, I'll be willing to put that as Chris.
Okay.
Cool.
Drum roll, please.
Just one more.
well,
I
There's-
said drum roll.
there's 3 more.
That's true. There's only one more on the tier.
That's all the drums you get. Hoo boy.
Drums.
This one's wild.
It is wild.
This one gives me Justin.
Yeah, this one's Justin as hell, but also hoo boy.
Yeah.
I
I don't know if I love it or I hate it.
I feel that, and I made it. So
Hey, he admits it. Look at
I love it for what it is. Like I'm really happy with this one. I accomplished everything I wanted to with it. Would I ever want to see it full time? Hell no. But I really like
It's
it for
like-
what it is.
It's like if you remove the pattern, it's too plain, but with the pattern, it's too much.
Yeah, maybe I could sublimate the pattern even more.
that or make
Yeah.
the stripes thicker in between.
Yeah.
So
Although it is kind of neat being just like even across the board there.
Yeah. I honestly wouldn't really change much with this. I really like it for what it is. Again, for what it is. Like I would not want this full time. Beer league, I could see it. And maybe that's kind of the vibe I brought to PYP is like again, I would hate if a real team did this, like a real NHL team, but like
Yeah.
for fun stuff, like I think it's fun.
for the Pittsburgh fantasy team of Anaheim, this is fine.
Right? All right, I sent the last 2 in the
Let me open those up. I saw
the
them.
reference images.
And
We're just gonna.
I think that both of these are the same person. Personally. I guess we'll
Person.
start here. I'll have to open up first.
This one is a jersey.
I like
Yeah.
the jersey design. The tie-dye pattern is a little much.
Again, this
especially
is similar.
with
This is
socks.
similar to the camo one for me. That if you desaturated a bit, so it was a lot more sublimated, maybe.
Yeah.
And
As is,
again,
it's-
we have some of those socks that are just crazy and just plain.
It's very Trinidad and Tobago from Mighty Ducks.
Yeah,
2. Yeah.
right.
Which maybe that's what the inspiration is.
I think this is a Nate,
I'm thinking Nate.
personally.
Okay.
I guess I can't really drag it in, but
I'll track it on my spreadsheet. Whether it's
Purple
better
Nate.
and then this one.
Purple Nate.
Like I
Purple
said,
Nate.
I also think this one's a Nate. I like the design here a lot better. A lot
I
more
th-
conservative while being.
This is another one
Out
like the
there.
Cambridge one that has 0-0 on the back and 23 in the arms.
Oh yeah.
2300 is back.
And is that
And
the
we
one
got
that
the
I think
funky-
that's
the
also I think
funky
we threw that
socks.
one under Nate too. So
Could be good or bad.
yeah,
Yeah.
Or 2
Yes.
different people did the same error somehow.
or that,
Maybe.
Or that.
or we were wrong on the other Nate one. So
Yeah.
True. All right. I'm cool with Nate for both of those.
Nate for both.
and that ends it.
That ends it.
What is our final
111
percentage?
jerseys judged, 86 correct, for a
That's
grand
pretty
total
good.
of 77%. So not a funny number,
That's
but a satisfying.
pretty good.
Yeah.
We
I'm
passed.
happy.
I'll take 3 for 4. I will take that.
Now, I think, like, 2, if we went back and, like, actually moved these around with a little bit more retrospect, I think we could get a lot closer. But, and I did want to do that, but we've been going for so long.
Yeah.
Hi, Ed and Burkus here. So we ended up rambling on about random stuff for a while after this, and basically going through everything, unveiling who's what PYPs, what we got right and what we got wrong. Thing is, this episode's already like approaching 3 hours, and we realized some people might not want that spoiled. So we're actually going to release a secret bonus episode. Link to that is in the description. All right. See ya.
Thank you for listening to the Jersey Nerds podcast. Check out our website at jerseynerds.wordpress.com to find the latest news, concepts, podcasts, and more. You can find us on Twitter and Instagram at _Jersey Nerds. Or just find all the links down in the description of the episode.